Midweek Crisis is recorded in front of a live social media audience.
You think you're weird? I think you're dumb. You fucking had that show makes me so fun. You're drunk now, just go home. You're drunk now, just go home. You're drunk now, just go home. You're drunk now. You think you're special? Listen to it all. You would like to tell me down.
Coming to you live from the luscious loins of LaPel, Indiana. It's Bullshit. Hanging out always.
Way to go, Craig.
Always. Well, who we got in the house today? Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce you to Errol Katz.
Hi.
That's Errol.
That's Errol.
Been there?
I'm not.
I'm here.
So Errol brought Mr. Craig Chaos up here with him
Hello.
today. And
you brought him.
I'm from England.
England. And we got Robert Andrich in the house too.
He's GBH on the come down.
I don't even know what that means.
You're not charged, man.
Oh,
Well, can't believe you didn't get your hair up, man. What the
hey,
Yeah.
man, I haven't washed my hair since Saturday.
You phoned this in.
No, I did not. I knew I was going to be
Phoned
wearing
this in right now.
ear headphones.
Rob. Hi, Rob.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
Good to be here.
How was your daytime commute?
Not terrible, actually. Yeah. From the fairgrounds to here. I don't get why you live here, but you know, it is what
Yeah,
you do.
why do you
My parents bought a house about 6 minutes down the road.
Yeah.
And they're old as fuck.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I get this is where you're born and raised kind of thing. Like, no,
I'm from Ohio.
really, where at in Ohio?
Lima?
I was born in Port Clinton, but
Akron.
I grew up in Ashland, which is not too far from Akron.
Okay, yeah. So Rubber City, man, where they have the thing where they built the blimps and stuff like that.
The Football Hall of Fame.
No, the thing, dude. Yeah,
Isn't that
yeah.
where like the Goodyear blimp?
Yeah, it has its own atmosphere. It's like it's a hangar that like where they would build the blimps.
Dude, I did not know that.
What?
Nope. And I'm from there too.
In Akron.
Mhm.
Man,
Well, I'm from Ashland, but
but you never,
it's like perfectly located between like Columbus, Cleveland, and Akron.
Sure.
All that bullshit.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, Akron's like Rubber City, right? I mean, like that's where like a lot of all the
It's not the Electric City.
yeah, but it's like
That's
where like
Scranton.
Goodyear or Firestone's all based out of and shit like that. But like
The Rubber City.
they started building of course not dirigibles. We know how that turns out. But blimps.
No, dirigibles are the same as blimps, but what's the other one?
Well, dirigibles were rigid airships with hydrogen.
Okay. I thought the dirigible
Blimps.
was
Why do you know
blimp.
so much about blimps?
My dad
Just fuck around on
actually.
YouTube. That's why.
Yeah, my dad, man.
I know a
like,
lot about
seriously.
clouds,
Like,
so
yeah,
I guess that's
yeah.
my thing.
My dad's like a big like Hindenburg like fanatic and stuff like that, you know.
Well, we
and
know how
whatnot,
all that
so-
ended up.
Have you gone
Yeah,
to
exactly. So I'm
the-
saying we know how it ended up. So in Akron, they were building the fucking blimps, like the Goodyear blimp and shit like that, because Goodyear's based out of Akron, and there's a whole fucking like hangar there that is called the Thing, and it has its own atmosphere, like because it has to be huge, like to build, you know, to blow them up and whatnot.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Wow.
there you go.
Well, I learned something new today.
So when did you move from Ohio?
I moved here in '99.
99.
Yep.
I grew up right on the border of Dayton.
Okay.
Richmond, Indiana is where I'm from. So
Right on.
Yeah.
Couldn't remember if
Hell
I was
yeah.
dating a girl from Eaton.
I did. I did. And she's dead actually, by the way. Yeah.
Well, that's,
Yeah.
that's
I did a
grim.
deep dive, I don't know, like
Oh,
6 years ago or whatever, you know, kind of like where'd this chick go? And yeah, she OD'd. She died.
man, that's
Yeah.
fucked up. I did that for
Yeah.
a guy that I ran
Yeah.
around with in Muncie. It was about 5 or 6 years ago, and I wonder what that fucker's up to.
Yeah.
And I started looking up. It's like, oh,
He's
looks
underground.
like he caught a drug habit.
Yeah.
and fucking, and he was like normal ass dude,
Sure.
and he ended up dying of drugs.
Yeah. No, I don't want to get into it, like as far as like how many people I might have been with that are dead now. But it's
I've screwed a lot of corpses.
Well, no, but I mean, you know, what are you gonna
Dick of
do? I
death.
mean, you know, fuck.
There's your metal band name, Cock of Death.
Cock of death. Yeah. I don't know.
Death Cock.
I don't like it. It's not, yeah. It's not as good as your death cock, but your cock of death, I like it. Yeah.
Too funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a guy. You guys know who Peter Peter Graves's
Yeah.
artist.
Yeah.
He
he sketched me.
he has this.
He's never sketched me.
He claims that that he's got like the death kiss or whatever.
The fuck does that?
Oh,
mean?
like people that he does art with, because he does
No,
like
people that he fucks.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! No, I would never fucking go that far. I mean,
Oh
no,
man, that was a little
just-
extreme.
Something along
Yeah,
those
fuck.
lines.
Like 20 years ago, I just happened to
Peter,
not
if you're
always
watching, explain.
What's up,
Well,
Phil?
hang out with certain women of the night.
How was your drive, Rob? Did you have a good day?
It's all right. I mean, I went took groceries to the mall, and I don't know, man. I even went to bed at a fairly reasonable hour. And
What is that, old man?
5.
After Matlock.
4:30. Barnaby Jones, actually.
Yeah, Barnaby Jones. Nice.
But, man,
Lost at sea, and
I
then
was
I'm
at
out.
I was at the bank, and I was like, dude, I need a nap, man. I took a nap in the bank parking lot, and I had this crazy dream, man. It was I had a dream that there was like a kitten in the bar, like a little tiny kitten. Or no, so I'm having a dream that I'm in a coffee house, like a coffee, like a Starbucks or something in Muncie, and there's a little tiny cat, and I'm like, oh, a cat. And then for some reason, there's this unfortunate looking woman sitting.
How
next-
unfortunate was she?
Oh, about 250.
Well, I mean,
and in this dream, it's got-
gigantism.
I see this little cat climbing around. I'm like, oh, a little cat. And I reached over and petted this woman's cheek. And she's like, what the fuck? And I'm like, what the fuck? Why did I do that?
Yeah.
Huh.
That's fucked. And that was in the bank parking lot.
I took a nap fucking the other day, man, and fucking I was in high school, and like this chick, this Indian chick, she sold me shoes that were too big.
It's Rachel.
No, it wasn't. I don't know who you were talking about. Rachel. I never went to high school.
Rachel.
Oh, no. She was from India though. She was gorgeous.
She was Indian.
But then like she
You have
pulled
to
her
say
hair back.
dots, not
But then
feathers.
she pulled her hair back, and she was like kind of like half bald, and it's all fucking weird, and like,
bro.
and then I was like, I'll buy your shoes, and then she and she sold me shoes, and they're too big, and then
She's
fucking
company leader in sales.
I don't know, man.
I had a dream a hamburger was eating me.
Well, of course, you do the little Pee-wee thing, a snake's wearing a vest, rolling a donut, and
Wait,
Pee-wee's Big Adventure. He's
Errol.
talking about his dream.
whose shoes did you try to buy?
Man, I
An
don't know. No,
Indian.
they were like shoes I would never wear. They were like Jordans or something like that, but like they were like really big. Man, I have fucking nightmares still about fucking screen printing T-shirts and shit. I mean, seriously,
me
like
too.
I have like 600 T-shirts I had to get out today, and I'm like, I wake up and like,
I
I don't fucking do that anymore. Thank God. Yeah. I mean, whatever.
or it's you wake up to, oh shit, I need to print 600 shirts. Oh, I already
Yeah.
did them last night.
Yeah.
They're ready to go.
They're down there. They're good to go.
Now there's
Yeah,
no
yeah.
problem.
Yeah, I convolute my current job with my past job, and like sometimes it's just like, wait a minute, we don't do T-shirts. Yeah, which is nice.
So what do you do? Are you still doing the same thing you were doing?
Yeah, man. I work for a good company doing draft beer systems. So install, build outs, installation of draft beer systems, restaurants and bars, service calls,
man.
cleaning shit, and we're all over the state. So yeah.
Are you where? Do you have like a territory, or are you like?
I'm pretty much. Yeah, I do. Most of Indiana, like from Logansport, Lafayette, Monticello, all the way up to Terre Haute, Newcastle, and all the way down to like Nashville, Bedford,
Dude,
Mitchell. So and
That's
then
gotta be
everything in between.
cool, spending time in some of those.
I get about
cities,
600
you know?
accounts. I got to like kind of like know what the fuck's going on with like 5-6 different guys at any given
God
time.
damn,
Yeah, it's cool. It's great. It's fun. And
it's neat traveling to like other places that are like decent size. It's like, oh shit.
yeah, and when everything's
So there's some of the
and-
bars here that you were saying. You're like, oh, I've been there.
Yeah,
I've done that.
And just some days everything's going good and everything's just cruising along. Like I'm in good shape. Like it's an easy day. Whatever. But
Why don't you clean the Mel's lines?
well, the Mel, we did try to sell the Mel fucking new draft lines years ago, and
No.
I mean, why would you want to do that? I mean,
Price thing or something.
when
Are we
the-
hitting some rocky ground
and
here?
this is
It
when
costs
this,
money.
this is when the bug zapper's right next to the draft, the taps, because then it sounds like a good draft beer, like fucking.
I don't get. You know what? Truth be told, I don't get any complaints. So you know what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Well, you know your
where is the
crowd,
bug
man. You know
zapper?
your crowd.
We don't have the bug zapper.
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah, that was Dave's idea, man. The bug zapper, and it was
We
just,
fixed it.
that's fucking
We-
disgusting.
We
That's fucking disgusting.
ah.
Right next to the fucking faucets, like.
Oh
fuck.
Lord.
Yet I hear no complaints. Just,
That's why it's the
Give me a
champagne and beer.
Give me my beer. I want beer.
It's a champagne and
So,
beer.
yeah, we
Some
quoted this,
doo-doo
like,
in it.
what do you have, like 3-4 lines there of
Four,
draft beer?
four.
Yeah, and like we quoted you, like, you know, it's like, I don't know, like everything brand fucking new, man. It is straight to the wall. It is the most basic, simple fucking draft system. It was like $400, you know, like, and no,
That's too much.
we don't make that in one
Not
night.
gonna do it.
So let me explain something to you.
Whatever.
Those wines
Are
work
clean.
just fine,
Yeah,
and they
But-
get cleaned every week.
but here's
they do.
But here's the thing: you should be able to
Usually.
see through them
Why?
because the vinyl,
That's
the
exactly
beer vinyl.
what a
Oh,
beer
Lord.
wine salesman
You should-
would say.
Oh man.
No, you really should be able to see through. the
Oh,
tubing.
hey, well, I think I'm gonna
As
stop
opposed to-
drinking
as
at the
opposed
milk.
to the color of this microphone right here. It should not be
Sure,
this color,
Craig.
man. It's pretty-
It's-
I'm not gonna drink at the milk. Well,
Look, here's
no,
what I
I
was-
don't get anything from the tap anyway. So
Well, there you go. Yeah,
Look.
you guys are all mainly packaged
so
ish.
the lines that we've got
are not clean.
right, and they're sparkling clean on the inside, Craig.
The
That's
ra-
where it
yeah.
matters. On
I
the
don't care if they're
inside.
clean.
They have, you've never changed the regulator at there either on your CO2.
damn, man. Regulator,
Yeah, we have.
mount up.
Did you finally change it?
Yeah,
It looked like it fucking came off the
and we-
Titanic. Fucking, it was like the serial number on it was like 0000001. It's like,
Oh,
oh,
that's crazy.
Yet it still worked perfectly
Mm,
until it didn't, and then we bought another one.
I hear you.
I mean,
at
Oh, right
the
on, yeah.
at
You know,
the
duct tape and bubble gum. It's all you
Errol,
fucking need, right?
Errol, the
Keep it all together.
if I was
the
getting
new
complaints, it'd be
at
different.
Danny's place, he's got that huge air compressor for the automatic.
Yeah, you need.
And
yeah,
he- and he's just like-
pneumatic air for it.
He's
that,
like,
right.
this is from France from 1851. He was like, it needs specific France oil to like oil it. And I'm like, what?
This
He's like, if this thing breaks down, we're close. And I'm like, crap, we'll order the oil from France, I guess. Needs a specific French oil.
I mean, you know, France is not doing so hot right now. You might
No.
need to- you might need to.
What's going on in France? Because somebody commented to me about that, and I haven't watched the news.
Well,
in
they had
months.
the whole thing with like the you know, just then dropping the or adding on the retirement age. You know, I think I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, anyone in the comments, whatever, but like I think it was like 60 or something like that was like, you know, the retirement age for France, you know, and you get on basically their social security kind of deal. Well, they're like, well, this isn't, you know, working out, like people are living longer, we
But
got better
it's
health care.
France. Everything's wonderful.
Well, I
in
mean, I don't know, man. I'm
France.
not going to get down that road whatsoever. But so people like, you know, they raise the age to like 65, which I think is like the American age or whatever
Yeah,
we're
no
expected
shit.
to, which I think is whatever. And you know, if you want to work that long, fine. Work until you fucking fall over. Fuck if you want to. That's what you want to do. Fine.
Well, you're not gonna have a choice.
But
so
the newest one was actually they kind of had like a George Floyd kind of almost incident over there, where like some police like just shot like a kid, and they fucking are blown up right now over that.
When did
as
this?
far
When did
as-
this happen?
I feel like last week or something like that.
Okay.
Like it wasn't.
I had
it
no
wasn't
idea.
long ago.
yeah, me either.
And they're
Somebody-
riding again in like Paris, whatever. But I mean,
Oh.
like, you know, I've been to Paris and it's very lovely, and but you don't want to be in the middle of fucking like
Honestly,
their
I
own
remember
politics. And
Calling you from Paris.
yeah, we did talk from Paris, didn't we? We said
We were printing, not to derail the subject, but we were printing some canvas bags for the Magic Bus.
See, these are what nightmares are made of.
Yes. And they were like 5 colors. And it was before I even started
Fucking
printing, but I was
goddamn it.
working there. And John had the dryer.
Mm.
Like he turned the
Caught
belt.
everything on fire.
No, he didn't caught anything on fire.
I thought we caught shit on
he
fire. while we
turned
were gone,
the
me and
he
Jake,
turned
while I was
the
gone.
belt speed up too much. So
Nothing was curing,
nothing was curing.
and it was just
So
flying
and they're
back in the
falling,
dryer.
and we have a box that catches them, but I mean I'm catching them, but like, I'm doing other stuff. And then I'm like, oh, these are like sticking to each other.
And Magic Bus at the time was like our fucking like one of our biggest
bread and butter.
I mean, like these guys would every month like put in like a fucking like $10,000 order,
and we had to
merch.
call
and it was
Errol
like,
and Anna Marie on their honeymoon in Paris. And we're like, we don't know what to do. What do we do? And he's like, I'm on my honeymoon. Figure it out. And I'm like,
turn it down.
And then it was like, oh, it was the belt speed. Oh, our bad.
Yeah,
it was the belt speed. We didn't see
while
it.
eating croque monsieurs.
Yeah, you're like riding around and bicycles with your baguettes and your baskets and everything.
Yeah, there was baguettes, no bicycles.
Right in the baguettes.
Yeah.
Hey, man, we got 7 people watching.
Mm-hmm. So Stephanie B. Marlowe.
I don't see any.
chimed in.
I don't
What's
see
up,
any.
Steph?
I don't.
And Alyssa Jenkins chimed in. What's up, Alyssa?
I do Phil Killer. Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
Doctor.
I do this when we do the PRN thing, but I'm not seeing any comments.
They're on the screen right here. You see the screen right in front of you? Are they
This
not
is the
popping
big
up
one
right
right
there? Yeah.
Well, somebody say
Right.
hi to me. So
Yeah.
That was always a great dichotomy though with Magic Bus because they were the hippie, like the premier hippie head shop, and they had the premier punk rock screen printing shop printing all their shit. Well, the same thing with Kurt Catalyst with Catalyst Records, straight edge shit.
Mm-hmm.
We were all we're drunks and fucking smoke cigarettes and whatever,
Yeah,
and like
smoking right in front of them,
and like fucking vegan straight edge, we're eating a cheeseburger and drinking a beer.
Yeah.
But Kurt was fucking. It still is an amazing fucking dude and a great business owner and in his own right, for his own shit. But we didn't give a fuck. I mean, the only thing we ever like drew a line was just like we had one time like KKK like wanted something done.
God damn.
No, I'm not kidding. Like it was just like yeah, no, man, we're not gonna do that.
I think the most. I think the most we did was mayhem, and that didn't even happen.
And
anyway.
we did mayhem. No, we did mayhem. We did a shit ton.
It did. No, it didn't happen.
The hell it didn't.
He canceled the order after we set up all. We stayed up all night, set up all the screens, did test prints, and then Jared canceled it.
There was,
and then we made
KKK
shirt
shit
for ourselves.
And but even like we do shit for like the Republican Party, Marion County, whatever. I don't give a fuck. That's fine. It's your party.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be neutral.
Your money's green as mine. Fucking.
But I wouldn't print Nazi stuff. But
no.
You have to be.
That was the
but you have to be
Sam,
kind of neutral.
Yeah.
Hey, quick question. So back to Paris.
Yeah.
There was some fucking dude that played at the Mel. There was some bigger shot of sorts that went to. There was some gigantic metal festival in France, and there was a fucking mass shooting. Do you remember that?
Well, I mean, there was that mass shooting I remember with the Eagles of Death Metal.
Yeah,
right, that's it.
That one, yeah, that was like, yeah.
So somebody that had just played the Mel was at that show.
Oh, no shit. Wow. Yeah, I mean that sounded like a terrible. Of course it was.
Huh?
Fucking.
I don't know what band it was.
I have no idea.
So Errol, how was your July 4th?
Quiet. Except for just my street. I live right in the middle of town in Indy, and so I mean people were having fun, shooting off fireworks and stuff like that. But it was pretty.
Were there cops involved?
Man, honestly, there was your typical amount of firearms being shot off. You just hope they're doing it in the ground, not in the air. At least. And I stay away from the windows a little bit. My dog was weirdly enough this year, like she's 10 years old. She's a veteran about it, but this year it kind of weirded her out a little bit more than usual. But comforted her, and I was up with my mom and dad's over the weekend in Monticello, and so got to see a little bit of fireworks up there, but it was pretty chill. And
Monticello's French.
It is Monticello. Yeah.
It's a France themed.
It's French for Monticello.
I used to back in the day, man. You guys were definitely involved. Used to throw huge parties, like big 4th of July parties, and you guys remember North Gatehouse and that I used to live at. And yeah, and whatever at Brenner's, and just I don't know. After years of that, I mean, I love the 4th of July, Happy Independence, that's great, but like, I literally don't want to catch money on fire and shoot it in the air anymore.
Yeah.
I'm
Man, it
like I'm good.
blows my
You know,
mind how
so,
much people spend on fireworks.
And it was loud.
I mean,
on the
literally, it's
block.
catching your money on fire.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
and I have no kids,
Yeah.
so it's like, why would I mean, I would go if I were invited to something, I would go and check it out, maybe, but like, I'm good.
I literally just stayed at home all day and worked on photos and then watched a movie, took a nap, and then right when it's starting to get dark, I ran over to my buddy's house up the street and sat there and watched people, catch their fucking money on fire.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You know, like there's somebody
whatever.
out here somewhere. It was insane. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh man, yeah, what people spend, man.
In like
it's
5
fucking
minutes, I
nuts,
saw
man.
at least a couple $1,000s, and then it just kept going.
The last big party I had, which was at the house I had before the one I live in now, which is like probably about 18 years ago now. 16, 17, somewhere in there. Greg Brenner, it was the last big 4th of July party I had, and
Hey Drew,
and we Brenner, we went to the fireworks store, and they literally like Brenner spent like $600 fucking on fireworks, man. And like my backyard looked like a fucking like monster trucks came through it. It was just like fucking chaos, man.
Yeah.
It was fun, but yeah, I'm good. I like my backyard having grass.
I think 4th of July was the last big keg party at Greg's.
Yeah,
If Greg is watching right now, which he should be because he knows that I'm on this.
Yeah.
He had what 16 kegs.
So Julie Dork, I Drew.
Oh, Julia Gulia.
Have you ever been called Unruly Julie?
Oh yeah,
I'm not
sure
sure
she
she
has.
has.
Well, I went to school that had that nickname.
she's fought a motherfucker or two in the bar. She can throw a punch.
What'd you do for the 4th, Craig?
Nothing. I watched Return of the Living Dead at 5:30 on July 3rd, and then I went outside, and fireworks sounded really close to the house. So like I went outside to see if I could see anything, and I didn't. So I just played Candy Crush and watched crappy YouTube videos. I don't do anything.
Yeah.
Watch YouTube videos of like hippos pooping.
Well, that was several years ago when I introduced that to Errol.
Yeah.
When I don't know why I was always on the computer, but I'm like, hey, you have to watch this.
I had no idea.
And then he's
hippopotamus.
And then what was the thing I said to you?
No, you were looking up porn.
like
you're looking up fucking porn, and it was fucking cake farts.
Oh, cake farts.
And fucking, and you were supposed to be working and you weren't, and you're looking up fucking porn on the company computer.
And you're like, if this is
and it was a really stressful day, man. You know, it was like, you know,
we have a lot
100 degrees outside and 700,000 t-shirts to print. And you come up and you start cracking them. You're like, well, you should look up cake farts. It's like, Craig, if it fucking has anything to do with someone fucking farting on a cake, I don't have the fucking time for it. I don't,
just walk away.
And sure as shit, it was someone farting on a cake. It's porn,
and it was
I guess.
Funny.
It was funny. There was the one about salsa too. There was like some weird fucking.
I don't remember. I remember two
yeah.
girls in one cup.
Well, yeah, but that was
that wasn't even real.
That was, and then there was cake farts, and then
cake
there
farts was real. That really was.
There was like
I think farts are real, man.
There was brownie farts or something like that.
There really was some girl just farting on a cake.
Man, what the heck?
And some guy going like, oh yeah,
and then when I showed you was it Goatsy or the dude that sits on the fucking,
I don't know,
the dude that sits on the ball jar and it breaks in his ass.
Oh yeah,
remember that one?
What is wrong with you?
Hey, it's the internet.
Should have been printing t-shirts, but no. Let's look at.
Well, watch this for 30 seconds and ruin your life.
Yeah, and 20 years later, you're still fucking thinking about it.
Well, we're being interviewed, so this is what happens.
So surreal interview.
This is what happened in a screen printing shop in the basement of Greg Brenner's.
Yeah, man, that was
All right, Shep, what's the next question?
Next question.
Was there even a question?
I mean, there was. Yeah. What'd you end up doing on the fourth round?
Oh, right.
Went over to my daughter's house and
Went to Costco.
We walked around the thing at the
Got some pretzels and
park,
cheese.
fireworks, and just did the kid thing, grandkid thing.
Hell yeah.
It's nice, man.
Was your dog afraid of fireworks? Everybody's asshole dog is afraid of fireworks.
My dog's not an asshole.
Yeah, he was locked at home where he should be.
Yeah, but
Deal.
was he being an asshole?
I wasn't there. I think
Oh.
he was
My
doing
dog was just
fine.
anxious. She wasn't being an asshole. She was just anxious. She just wanted to.
Hiding under the blanket.
Somebody
Yeah,
get
just
Craig a dog so he
I
knows
don't
they're not
wanna-
assholes.
I'm a cat person.
Yeah, well, he had the cat. Then
Oh my
Killed it.
God.
Cats aren't scared.
no, the cat. My cat doesn't give a fuck at all about any of it.
So, all right.
Talk to me.
So, what got you into the porn industry, Errol? Like, where did it all start?
Whoa,
Into
coming
the
in hot
porn
here.
Industry.
He's not Errol Dong or whatever. the
Yeah,
porn guy
I
is.
don't know that,
That you know of.
I don't know if there's any video or photos of me whatsoever being involved in pornography.
That is.
I definitely have made a scene with a magazine before in my life. I don't get weird about and tie myself up or nothing, but fucking
Hey, what's up, Tarkus?
Tarkus, hey, what's up, brother? But pornography, no,
That's a weird question. What the fuck did you start
I'm all
with
about
that
it.
for?
I'm all about anyone getting weird and want to do what they want
It's a bad joke.
to do.
So, I met Errol when you played a dehydrated vomit
True.
show or DV.
The reunion.
So, is that when did you start playing music?
Started well, my whole family, man, like growing up in Richmond, dad was a musician. So growing up as a little kid, there's bands always at the house. He's a drummer. And then my brother, who Tark, who was 6 years older than I am, started playing music. And so music was just in our house growing up as you know, from I don't know a day there wasn't rock and roll being played in the house.
Oh yeah.
And being encouraged to play it or listen to it or whatever. And so yeah, I come from dad and my older brother are drummers. I took a piano when I was like 7. And
I didn't even know that.
yeah. Julian Lennon, weirdly enough, was like my inspiration.
God.
Yeah, he had that song like the 7-inch. My brother had the 7-inch of Julian Lennon, and it was like
was like a
something about
flexi.
goodbyes or whatever. Goodbye. I was like fucking 5. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good song. It's a
But
good song.
What is that song?
anywho, nothing.
I can hear it, but I
Yeah,
can't think of the
my-
catch.
Tark, what is it, man?
It's all
You have
sent-
it.
Yeah, Tark, talk to us.
I
Some
peed
Too
on
Late
Diana
for
in high
Goodbye?
school. Weird.
Yeah.
I don't remember
Too
that.
late. Too
but-
late for
Too
goodbye.
late to say goodbye. Frick.
Errol,
I
you
don't-
want a shot?
Too late for goodbye.
I-
Yeah.
Sure. Anyway,
We can't stand up from this. This couch has
apparently I
sunk in
peed
us.
on somebody in high school. Well,
You peed on
I
somebody in high school.
I don't really remember.
Did everybody go to school with each other?
No,
In Richmond, it's pretty
Jimbo.
small community. Yeah, a Jim who's in DV. Did
in our band Liver Mortis.
yeah, and Liver Mortis and Carnosaur and whatnot.
Oh, he was in Carnosaur?
Yeah, he was the lead singer with Bruce
Oh,
on guitar.
I thought it was you, Bruce, Pizzleman, and Scoth.
But I started playing guitar, I don't know, like about 12. And my brother and his band members that he was playing with, taught me some shit. And had a little acoustic guitar and played with that. And so about 94, freshman high school, met Jim. And we started, my dad was in the punk rock. So like my dad like turned me on to the Ramones and the Sex Pistols and the Clash. And of course my brother was into the early metal shit, so Maiden and Priest and all the good shit, Motorhead, AC/DC, and so I just started kind of self-taught, and then we wrote some songs, and 95 was our first show as a band. we were called No Outlet then. There was like a couple of guys from high school that we went with, and then beyond that, then after about 98 or so, moved to Indianapolis, and then we started DV with Brian. And
then I met Errol during a No Outlet show.
Yeah, I mean, we were going to shows.
I still have his cassette.
Yeah. So.
Hell yeah.
And I'm sorry if I did pee on someone in high school. I really fucking don't remember that. I was.
Man, Diana, this is really getting some traction here. You must have really peed on somebody. Why would you pee on somebody?
According to Julia, is Deanna Reynolds.
Yeah. No, I know she is.
Oh, she's watching.
Hey, I certainly don't. Sorry.
Why would you do that?
Well, no. Here's the thing. We had a house. No Outlet had a house in Richmond for about a year and a half, and so the original band, we all lived together in this house, and I mean we're out of our fucking minds. I mean we were. Fucking, I was 17, 18 years old, and so was Jim. Everybody's underage, and fucking, we just were getting fucking fed drugs and fucking booze.
I never did that stuff at that age.
Oh, dude, we were fucking just. I mean, we literally had like.
I
was
really fucked up.
I mean, there's a lot of fucked up shit that happened at that house, and like. I threw a chair out of the window of that house at one point. Like,
you got all Jimbo.
Yeah, I mean,
who's Jimbo?
Jim Jennings.
Okay,
my best friends from
No Outlet,
DV,
yep. Liver Mortis.
Yep,
I just wanted to make sure I knew who the reference was.
We were all in a band together. At the tail end.
He's my Lennon to my McCartney, kind of thing. Like,
right.
Yeah. If he says we sure a song called "Die," I'm like, well, how hard should they die? So yeah, man, we've been together from '94, and No Outlet was the first band, and again, yeah, it was just like we were living the embodiment of what a punk rock person should be. So
the lifestyle.
So being something as outrageous as pissing on someone, I could probably see that happening. And
it was probably an accident.
And fuck, man, I would never do that again.
Maybe they were on fire. Who knows?
But
were you on fire?
What if a female asked you to pee on them? You would say no.
Yeah,
I would pee. I would pee on somebody if they asked.
If it was at their house, if it was at their house.
In a controlled environment.
But man, I really don't
the
remember.
Cops watching.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you have a lot of different little things there.
Yeah, they're all recorded on the show.
Yeah,
too.
man, we
most of them.
We put out by '98 we put out 3 cassettes because I mean actually when cassettes were like a real medium that you still or the new thing to hip shit to put out shit out on now.
Cassette or 7.
Yeah, it was demos. I mean, like, yeah, that's what you did because a CDR was like still like kind of crazy idea.
Nobody had that. Nobody had that.
Yeah, I didn't have that shit until after high school.
Yeah, so we put out 3 tapes, records, and band broke up. Of course, we were all again teenagers who were out of our mind on drugs and alcohol. What could go wrong? And then I moved to Indy. Then Jim followed me after that, and then we hooked up with Brian, who was an old school friend of my brother and myself. Grew up with. He's a drummer, and I lived with him for a few months, getting my bearings. And when I first moved here, I started at the Lodge recording studio. So I was an audio engineer. I went to Chillicothe for audio engineering and shit. And so the band, it was just kind of a no-brainer, like as far as starting DV, and we did. And Rob and Dave didn't even own the bar yet.
So this is like mid-30s, maybe early 1940s.
Yeah. But about the aughts, I think. Yeah. But the old aughts. Yeah. So yeah, we're trying to get a gig at the Mel, and Gary, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Gary Newman. Yeah, he fucking hated us.
Gary Newman.
Yeah, Gary Newman. Yeah, car in my car.
He turned you down.
Who would have thought
it?
Yeah, man, fucking, he hated us, and
Gary hated everybody.
He was a dick.
Yeah, and then
he kicked. Well, I don't want to detract from.
I don't know. Fuck. I mean, the story. I mean, Mark Cork came on board. He was a local promoter, and he loved us, and we,
Yeah, Mark Cork actually was the one that started Punk
Rock Night. Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
I don't want to detract from Greg, but you know,
no, I mean, started
did it on Sundays.
Yeah, Mark Quirk started it on. It was Thursdays and Sundays,
and then you look at the back of the DV CD, and it's just the photo from the stage. Nobody is there. Absolutely nobody.
That's
no,
epic,
yeah,
man.
well, yeah, no. I mean, literally, we'd like fucking rage, like you know, and on a fucking dime, and then like all of a sudden, it was just like you hear the fucking pool cue. Yeah, I mean, no respect, man. Fucking Rodney Dangerfield over here, you know.
Yeah,
like, and then so like you know, then there was the Indianapolis Public Drunks, and Danny and of course and IPD and
Pizzle,
all those guys, and Pizzle and fucking the Blacklisted. Sean Neal.
What was Danny's band before IPD? What was it called before they changed it to IPD?
Oh, I don't know. I don't even remember new IPD, man.
Before IPD, I have no idea.
But we kind of became like a package kind of thing. It was just like this was kind of like this was what the local punk rock scene was at the time. Like, I mean, there was other bands for sure, you know, but like but kind of like coalescing on top of the Melody Inn. That was kind of like, you know, the lineup. And
why does it keep saying Mike is muted?
So I don't know. But we played yeah, man, we played shit ton of shows, and then Brenner started. Court promoted him. It was like on a Thursday night, then it was a Sunday night, and it was stupid and never worked. And then Brenner would start showing up, and he was like, you know, check the end of our set, but he hear like the last 30 seconds of like, you know, it's going no, thank you. And he's like, fuck. And then, you know, so he finally invited us to one of his now legendary. We talk about people peeing on people. Yeah, fucking go to a Greg Brenner party back in 1998.
Right.
Anyway,
I can't talk about anything that happened at any party in this house.
I mean, honestly, like in today's, you know, you get away fucking
that would never happen.
And you shouldn't, man. I mean, some of it was fucking gross. Anywho,
the two girls on the pool.
But
that was the thing.
I'm listening.
Nah.
And just coming home from punk rock night, and it's like, oh, okay, they're. Is it fellatio? When it's girl on girl?
Fellatio is just blowjob.
Yeah, fellatio is just a blowjob.
Just a blowjob.
Just a blowjob.
Women blowjob.
I think the word for that girl on girl is pure awesomeness.
Yeah, well, you just come home after punk rock night, and it's like, oh, that's happening.
So Brenner was playing one of his and it became one of his first like really like epic fucking parties, right? So like, and again, Jim, Brian, and myself, you know, DV, like we only played a handful of shows and shit like that. I mean, my brother Tark actually put it on the first show we played in Richmond, our hometown. And then we started playing shows around here. Mark would put out, you know, whatever. And finally, Brenner, you know, was like, all right, we'll play a party. I'm throwing on. I'm like, okay, cool. And man, we parked the van in the fucking front yard, show up, and then there's like fucking like 500 fucking people at this fucking place, man. And fucking Brenner meets us, invites us, and like he has a jar of joints fucking for each member.
Bowl.
Yeah. Bowl.
It was like this big.
Fucking whatever you guys fucking need, whatever you guys want, man. We're just like, Jesus Christ, man. We've come to fucking we've come home.
It's like Willy Wonka's factory.
Yeah. And then like in the pool room, of course, anyone knows the mansion. Like there's some dude like literally strapped up, getting beaten by this fucking SM, like fucking like dominatrix and shit. We're like, what,
man?
Where are we at? This is awesome.
We ain't lying.
Yeah, we're not in Kansas.
This ain't lying, man. This ain't lying.
And so we set up in the anti-stage in the library that is the mansion.
The anti-stage is where we do the PRN
and
live
we
stream
set
on
up.
Thursdays.
We throw all of our shit at it, man. Fucking all our gear.
And we called it the anti-stage because the den is two steps down. So anti-stage. So we were all up in the living room.
And we give it hell, man. And that first night, that first big party was fucking awesome. Then we got
the Blatherskite play that or something.
Nah, Marmoset played that. Fucking Jason's band.
Or didn't
fucking Marmoset play that?
The dude from Blatherskite, Johan, showed up for. That was when Johan was singing for you guys. That was You Will Die when they had a singer, right?
Yeah, Johan did.
I mean,
yeah,
it was short
but
lived.
that was not that show. No, that was not that show.
Oh, I thought it
No,
was.
no, it was just TV, man.
Well, I guess I was
like
just,
98, 99.
I was drunk. I had
Imagine that.
16 kegs of beer staring at me. Where are you going? Oh,
But we
it
we
is.
open the door now.
but we caught the place on fucking fire.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, fucking we blew up the fucking power, man. Like,
Oh, dude, that's so much better.
there you go. Now
It's
we're
like
opening the door here, people.
to everybody, it's like 400 degrees in this garage,
It's like an oven.
and I requested 70 degrees. But we have the door open now, and 5 power strips with some janky fucking Walmart fan. I guess that'll work.
God,
Right.
quite the little bitch, aren't you?
You know, well, now that I know what the air quality is in this place, I'm gonna bring my band.
Breaking news to everybody watching. This is a fucking garage.
Yeah, it is. It's a fucking garage, man. This is not
Hey, shut up, Wayne.
punk
What-
as
I don't
fuck.
even know what he said.
Oh, let's
Wayne
see.
says, "Hey, everybody."
Oh yeah, I love you,
And
Wayne.
Laura says
Hey.
she recalls the Dom gals. Yeah, man, they were beating the fuck out of dudes.
And God damn it, I'm
Like,
sorry,
Dude's
Wayne.
like, oh, I'm getting beat. It's like,
Hi, Sunshine.
hey, what's up, man?
I'm sorry, Wayne. You look so different with a beard, and I see you for like 20 minutes, and
You
I'm
can
like, who
see
the
him
fuck
right
is
now?
that? And then they're like, that's Wayne, because he made
Yeah.
that punk rock
Dude,
night.
he's got the best
shirt.
shirts and hoodies
And-
recently, man.
And
Those are
Yeah.
I'm
awesome.
like, why is everybody, you know what? And I was like, oh shit, it's Wayne. I'm like, he doesn't wear his hat anymore. And shave your beard, Wayne.
The second
Don't
show,
listen to him, Wayne. You be you.
so the second show we played at Brenner's, man, was we blew the fucking power. So it was the second largest party at that point. The next year that Brenner had and DV played, we Brenner at that point held all the knob and tube like fucking fuses and shit still at the mansion. You know, I mean, it's 1911 when it was built, whatever. And
27.
it literally like blew a torch out of the fucking fuse box, and we fucking hooked up and we fucking blew everything. Party fucking ended. Well, it didn't, but
The music ended.
Yeah.
the music ended. So we had a fucking quite the reputation of like blowing shit up for a long time. But then yeah, man, we just kind of became a mainstay as far as, you know, punk rock night went when Brenner took it over. Then of course Jason and I and Craig, and I mean all of us, man, we were just Rob. I mean, we participated in making it fucking a thing,
Hell yeah.
making it a night, man. And word got out, of course, after the local bands already played their shit enough that like touring bands and stuff, you know, one of fucking Indianapolis is not, you know, flyover, man. Like
It's gnarly
fucking
now.
player, man. Fuck,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah.
it should be, man. And then we started getting, you know, goddamn bands from China and fucking Israel, and I mean, we've
All over the fucking
all over
Got
the
this
fucking world,
fear
you know,
from
like-
Sweden. I finally got some D beat into the Mel.
But you know, that,
D beat.
yeah, that first 10 to 12 years, man, was
Talk about it later.
to when Brenner kind of handed it over to, you know, Rich and you guys and whatnot. I mean, yeah, I mean that was some blood, sweat, and tears, man. And but it was a lot of fun.
So I do have a good question for you.
Absolutely.
But before we do that, we have a comment that says, hello, friends. How can I contact you? I have a proposal for short content video editing.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
So I
fucking-
think that's
I,
spam.
unfortunately, when I read that, I thought it was something else. I thought it was like
I mean, shut
an
up.
invite to share. I thought it was like
Shut up.
another porn thing. So,
Oh, for porn.
yeah, we used to get it
Oh,
all the
porn?
time. Like
What is the deal with the porn?
Yeah,
There's no
triple X,
porn.
sex, fuck.
He was in a punk band. That was it. There's no porn.
No
It's a
porn.
bot. I mean, I don't
I
think
mean, I
that's
like
a bot.
porn.
I don't think that's a bot.
we all love porn, and I think there might be a guy named Errol in a porn movie, but like it's not him.
I know. It
I've
was
never
a
been in a
joke.
porn
It
movie.
was,
Be
it was a
around.
straight
I've
up
never been
joke.
in
Throw
any
me a beer.
porn movie.
So where did the name Dehydrated Vomit come from?
Okay, so Brian, our original drummer, Brian Atkins, he back in the day, like when he was a little kid, and along with my older brother as well, we were best friends. So I've never not known Brian as like he's always been my brother, man. So that's like kind of a special thing with DV with me, not so much Jim, but anyway. So you get the old school tape recorder, like you could just carry around with you and and record, be goofy, whatever. Well, so there ought to be fake bands, like we're gonna make a fake band, like let's call it something, whatever. Well, I wasn't involved with it, but Brian way back in the day did one time, and he called a band Dehydrated Vomit, and like it had like a picture of like some Ethiopian kid, like fucking like it's just like pretty rude, I mean, okay.
Like how he came up with the liverboard.
But this is like 1983, I mean, when he came up with this shit or whatever.
83.
I don't know about that, but like I was
0.
I would say probably he was fucking around with that, like mid 80s, for sure. But I mean, Brian's 6 years older than I am, as well as like my brother is. So that name just always was. It was kids being kids, come up with a fucking dumb fucking name, Dehydrated Vomit. I mean, it sounds just ridiculous, and it is, and it's stupid. And we think it's it's funny. So when we were coming up with the band name, when Jim and Brian got together in the late 90s, and
pass the bottle, Craig.
It's like band name, and he was like, "Well, I started this fake band name called Dehydrated Vomit." And we just thought that was fucking hilarious. And of course, you could abbreviate it, call it DV.
Yeah.
And that was fucking it. And rest is fucking history on it. I mean, it is so not serious on any level, and just it's meant to be funny and whatever. So,
and it's the best band ever.
And
we raged.
Raged.
Is it the remastered version?
Yeah, well,
you have a remastered version.
Well, the new record is out.
That you sent to Greg or whatever.
It's not out, but
thanks,
but it's done. It's done.
GB friggin' played that like where we were parked in the RV camp lot. They were like right there, so everybody walking past, they're like, "Who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that?"
No shit.
It's DV. It's DV. Here's a punk rock
night sticker. Which to me is astonishing, because like, I mean, honestly, like we've always been the redheaded stepchild. I feel like I mean,
I don't know how, which sucks.
We would get the shows, but like, but people would be like,
"You were the fucking most punk rock band to play at the Mel."
I don't give a fuck.
If it was Pizzle, IPD, and DV, that was crucial.
A little bit.
So when I first started coming out, it was like 08, 09, and I was
at that point.
I was the baby. And I would hear all these stories from everybody that's been around since 02 or 01 or whatever. And everybody would talk about Dehydrated Vomit.
Yeah.
Whatever, 2000. And
Rob keeps it simple.
You guys did
the bar. DV, man.
A reunion show.
Yeah.
At it's not open anymore, but it was called The Ship, or the
Sinking Ship.
The Sinking Ship.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was there for that.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy
we
shit.
played there. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we did.
I don't remember that.
And then that wasn't with Brian. That was with another drummer. But yeah. We had actually our other drummer was Dusty Privet. He was amazing and a great.
You're talking about Dusty.
Yeah, Dusty was the other drummer for DV. Yeah.
I thought Scoth was in.
Scoth was never in.
I need to get that crazy motherfucker on this show. That's a good idea.
Who's that?
Write that fucking down.
Privet.
I haven't had Privet on.
Deerte.
Love him to death, man. I don't know how he feels about DV and us and all that, but whatever. That's fine.
Either way.
But I have nothing bad to say, man. He was a drummer for fucking like forever, and he was. Yeah, I mean, there's only been 4 members of DV, and he's one of them for sure. But Brian was the original, and a couple of years ago it was really cool to get back with Brian because he has a family. Jim does too. Jim lives out in Portland, Oregon now, and has a couple kids who are going to college fucking this year, which is crazy.
Life, man.
And Brian's up there too with it, and it was just really cool to like kind of do a reunion thing like we did a couple years ago and record a record and do the show. And
that dude hits his snare.
It's great.
That picture.
So
that picture,
but no skin off Dusty's teeth either, man.
Keller
He's played for us forever, man. It's fucking great.
IPD, DV, Pizzle, etc. were the core.
That was and
the
shit, man.
The Cadavers, right?
Cadavers,
and that was when I joined a band for the first time ever. So my first show at the Mel was December 1st, 2001. And then
Mhm.
April 1st, 2002 is when I went into the studio at Azimuth and Errol recorded or produced
Well, like I
or
say,
whatever.
I moved to Indianapolis because of the audio
You
engineering
worked at
stuff,
a
and I worked at
recording studio.
and so I was recording punk rock bands, including my own bands, and also like IPD and Cadavers, and I recorded quite a few.
What did
local
IPD
bands.
stand for?
Indianapolis Public Drunks.
Okay, and you said there was a band before that.
Don't go to.
I don't remember.
Don't.
It had to be. It had to be Party Academy.
Before that. But
Danny went to jail. He got arrested wearing an Indianapolis Punks drunk shirt.
Yeah.
And they had to get cut off of him. They had to cut it off. They like
Jaws of Life.
Apparently, they laughed at it. They were like, well, we got to cut it off. I don't know what he got popped for or why they needed to cut his shirt off, but
They didn't want him to get beat up in jail because they think he was a cop.
get your microphone closer.
Yeah, dude. I've been wanting to say that, but
Rob's like checking out. He's just like,
God, he looks like he's in Gilligan's Island. He's got flip flops on, and
I don't even own flip flops.
and
he looks like he's about to pee on somebody.
he's got booty shorts.
for a nap.
Now look at him. Just look at him. I like being
But yeah,
honest.
man. So I recorded a ton of those bands, man. Like Cadavers and Craig wasn't even in the Cadavers yet.
Yeah, I was.
Were you?
April 1st, 2002
Yeah, so
is when we recorded Suicide Fantasy.
20 fucking
and-
years ago.
I was in Azimuth studio and I'm like, this is a studio? This is cool. Like, oh, there's a kitchen? Oh man.
You can live here.
There's M&Ms.
There were.
Like, what the hell?
They have
You're like,
snacks.
I don't even want to record anymore. Like, fuck this. I'm upstairs watching a movie and eating snacks.
Thanks,
like,
Steph.
for recording an album, but I had to go downstairs and
record
record
the
an
album.
album.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but it was a great experience.
But yeah,
Errol is a great
I
engineer.
I worked with Tom Rosa, who was a drummer for Majas and
Majas.
fucking- man,
John Zebs.
ton of good, ton of great bands.
Man, I'm trying
honestly,
to think of other bands from that era.
Dead
like-
Man.
It's like the Jabs.
Yeah, well, of course the Jabs. Yeah.
What was the band? Fuck.
Mighty John
Mighty John
Wayne's,
Wayne's.
Mighty John Wayne's.
Slurs.
Slurs. I mean, there's a lot of incest with all the bands at the time,
Ew.
especially with the Slurs. Well, no, but like really the Slurs,
Well,
John Wayne's,
A
and
lot of people were in
Jabs. I
different
mean, it's all the
bands.
same. It was like one or two members would be changed up and whatever, and that kind of even happened with us, like with DV. Like we kind of fizzled and just, I mean, I don't know, it wasn't like bad, but it was just no bad blood. It was just like other people were doing certain things at different times and just couldn't hook up. And so like Jim started Drunko, I started You Will Die, and
I never
you
really
know.
thought about that.
yeah. And then we came back
Man.
around and we did like,
I didn't think about that.
Think
Whatever
about
it is,
all the
I
fucking
mean-
all the fucking kids from back then that are playing now that y'all inspired.
I don't know, man. I mean,
There are, I assure you.
don't
I
think
know
about it.
so
I
many
don't-
people that talk about standing in front of the mill and watching y'all play.
Yeah, back
You
when
know,
Man, I stood in front of You Will
kicked
Die
off a whole generation of fucking
friggin'
heathens, you know.
set
Well,
list
I
on
mean,
my
that's-
shirt.
that to me means more. I mean, if that is actually true, which I don't
It's
know
true.
if it is.
I assure you, it's true.
But,
I'm just turned 40, and I've got quite a few friends
Man,
that
that's-
tell me stories.
That's a crazy thing thinking about, because I talked to Travis Harmon, and he was one of those kids, man. He was one of those kids out
Yeah.
in front of the
Yeah,
window,
yeah,
open
yeah.
the
used
curtains.
used to do the
He was
we give them sodas like in front of
Yeah.
the window, and they'd fucking be out there like moshing on the sidewalk.
he
Like,
was
they're
doing
not
the
bothering anybody. Let the kids do what kids want to do. Like,
he was part of the
right.
what was the oh god, I'm sorry, I'm not articulate today. What
But
was
you could say articulate.
what was the
Fancy motherfucker.
what was the underage crowd called that was at ES Jungle?
All
And
ages.
It was just called All Ages.
Annoying.
Well, yeah,
they were the ones that
Could be, but
went to the
we were all there
the
once.
mall and stood in
Yep,
front.
exactly.
I
Yeah.
mean, I
And then I had a girlfriend that, oh God,
I mean, one of the first shows I
Whoa, what?
You were much younger then.
Speaking of
nothing.
so I started a thing. I have
Oh,
gifts for
God.
everybody for coming on today. So we're
Gifts?
about an hour in. So yeah.
God, it's been an hour already.
Well, the sun's still out, so we got some time.
So
Time
I'm
flies
waiting
when
for it to
you're
get dark
really-
so I can go out and pee
I'll,
and not get arrested.
Well,
I don't
What?
Huh?
here in Lapel.
You don't get
can
arrested in lapel.
pee on that house that I'm looking
No,
at.
I'm gonna
right
go
now.
pee over by the garage or the other
Oh,
outbuilding
God.
there.
The
But
barn.
Are you going to pee just a little or a lot?
feels like a lot.
Yeah.
I
It's a
kind of
time
have to
commitment.
pee, but I can wait.
Yeah, this is like the only house within 10.
When you get a 60-year-old, a fucking 40,
Yeah,
40
your
60,
60-year-old bladder.
mid-40s.
Go out and pee, old man.
You know what? All right,
Just-
motherfucker.
Get out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stand up and pee.
At least
All
I
right.
stand
We're
up
not
to
here.
pee, Craig.
Well, if you got to pee, hurry up and go.
So what are you?
All right.
We
Waiting
can,
till it
we're
gets
going
dark.
to
So I'll
interview.
start with Errol.
We're going
Wait
to
till it
interview
gets
This
Errol.
is the coolest one.
Okay.
I have a copy of Stephen King's
Oh,
Silver
absolutely,
Bullet
one of my favorite fucking werewolf movies
on
of all time.
VHS.
Absolutely.
Now,
Yep.
I went through my stuff and I said, I want to give Errol the coolest one that I could find.
Dude, that's fucking amazing.
Did I nail it?
You fucking nailed it, actually.
There you go.
I mean, honestly, unless it was like the only way you could have been better would have been an American Werewolf in London.
Okay.
Dude,
Which-
I saw that
Two
in the
top
movies,
werewolf
man.
movies of all time.
Hell
Love
yeah.
that
Fucking
movie.
Silver Bullet, American Werewolf in London,
on
The Howling.
VHS.
and The Howling. I mean, those are the three top. But Silver Bullet, fuck yeah, dude. Gary Busey, Uncle Red. Fucking man. Oh yeah, dude. Fucking absolutely. Yeah.
So
And my brother,
yeah.
my brother had the graphic novel actually too as well. I remember going through it and being a little kid and yeah, fuck yeah, man. The priest fucking is the werewolf. Of
hell
course.
yeah.
Yep.
For Rob,
Oh, yeah.
I'm giving him one of my favorite sports movie as a kid growing up, and that is probably one of the greatest sports films of all time.
It better be
Rocky
fucking-
IV
No,
on VHS.
League of Their Own.
If he dies, he dies.
Oh man, well,
The
that was-
Russian one, the Russian one.
That's grim.
Yeah.
I saw that in the movies too.
Hell yeah! If you want to pass it around, and then I saved the best for last year. This has a lot of this actually has a lot of meaning. I picked this out
Major League.
specifically because of the year it was made. So for Craig, I got an unopened copy of the story of the 2015 Colts,
Is it-
The Next Man Up. And the reason why this is so special because 2015 is the year that Craig lost his virginity.
I will happily pass that along to Craig.
Oh man.
Is this porn? Is this Colts porn?
It is if you want it. To
I
be.
thought it was funny, but I guess
You're
it
into
wasn't
that
as
type of
funny.
thing?
Yeah, well,
as I
okay.
hoped.
Well, hey, go Colts. Go horse.
Craig's gonna be
I'm
back
fucking
here in
stoked about
like
my shit,
3
man.
fucking weeks, so I'll get you something good, buddy. I
So
just
fucking
saw
no,
that.
I-
So that's a good job.
I know. I like it.
And I still have a VCR, man, of course.
Hell yeah, dude!
Dude, yeah, fuck yeah, that's gnarly as shit.
Man, I think
Oh,
I
yeah.
just,
Don't worry, Craig. I got you. I
gave
got
away
you.
the last
I'll
one
get
I
you
had,
something
and Now I
good.
wish I hadn't.
Wait, what?
Okay, so getting rid of your VCR.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm trying to get
Man,
rid of
I
stuff.
just had so many like shows and shit, like bootleg shit, like you're never gonna
Yeah.
get like, you know what I mean?
I
So
got
it felt like
boxes of
to keep it,
fucking videotapes.
it was worth it.
I have a ton of videotapes.
Yeah.
So do I.
Ton. I tape shit off.
Well,
When HBO would be all scrambled, you're trying to watch real sex number 8,
Mhm.
I don't know, Craig.
and then it's like crap, and then you're trying to tape it, and it's all fucked up, and then you stay up until like 1 a.m. when you're like 13.
Rob's
have
going
to-
to urinate.
Yeah, Rob, because of my
Hey, take the
because of my
sword.
porn
It's not
talk,
safe to go by yourself.
Rob
man.
has to go talk, and I'm not gonna go jerk you off.
God damn it.
I'm not. Well,
I knew it would be a good idea to have
everybody
Craig on this show.
watching, I'm in
So
a-
I could- yeah, exactly right. Errol's got, yeah.
I'm in a garage in LaPel, Indiana. So if something
Sure we are.
happens, please find me. Oh, look, he's looking for a place to pee.
Oh,
Anyway, so Errol and I were in a band called Liver Mortis.
Mm-hmm.
and had Jimbo in it. That was in DV. And Errol's coughing and laughing. Oh, damn. You're like coughing smoke. That's a problem.
Dude, if you're going to spew in this.
I'm not fucking spewed.
I know.
Well, at least that was that bag was bigger than
The last one, yeah. Or what is that? A Wayne's World reference? Dixie Cup?
it is.
Wrong pipe.
Been there? I'll
Wrong
take a
pipe.
shot with you, Errol. Craig, you want to take a shot with Errol?
I do.
There, you go ahead.
Oh crap! Oh crap! We're still live. Man, that was a quick. peek.
Yeah, man, we're still live.
Well, who the f is watching us right now?
I don't know, about 20 people.
No shit.
Really?
Mhm.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah,
Oh.
my mom chimed in earlier. I was like, thanks, Mom.
Oh, I hope my mom doesn't chime into this.
My mom's pretty cool, though. She likes to get everybody drunk.
My parents are very cool. Yeah.
Hey,
Hell yeah, Steph.
Steph, what's up? Tarkus, baby,
Tark.
what up?
Ah.
Phil Keller, go sew something.
You can pass that back. Or if Rob, if you want to hit that,
I'm
go for
good
it.
for now.
All right. Thanks for hooking up the booze, sir.
Yes, sir.
I thought you had Fireball, but I guess we're
Oh, no. Yeah, that's-
sticking with the Bellows.
if it's not a bottom shelf whiskey, it's probably not going to be on the show. So
Well-
usually, what is it? Benchmark. It's usually what I roll with. What do you drink usually, Errol?
he's dying.
I'm a beer bourbon guy.
Mhm.
So beer, man, like on a day like when it's like fucking surface with the
Yeah.
sun out. PBR, fucking Natty Light, something fucking cheap and fucking dirty and whatever.
Two-hearted.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know.
Man, it's just really freaking hot.
It is. But then yeah, just whiskey.
so many messages.
Yeah. So yeah. Whiskey. Other than
Yep,
that,
same.
yeah,
With
yeah,
your
dude.
beans.
Ask ECAT his new band. Oh, Tarkus. Hey. Yeah,
Phil.
I am in a new band with my brother.
ECAT. Is that your
Jeanette?
nickname? ECAT?
That's what my brother calls me. Yeah.
Okay. Who's Emily Bowman? I know
That's
the
my
name.
girl.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh,
I know
oh
a few
yeah.
Bowmans.
Why didn't you bring Emily tonight?
Huh?
She hates me, I think.
Don't.
Let's have this conversation some other time.
Yeah. Talk about that later.
It's only a half-hour drive up
Um,
here.
And there's my niece. Jesus.
Man, you got your whole family watching.
I told him about
God, I guess we can't say fuck on the
it. Yeah,
air.
we can. My niece is fucking.
I love how many
can't-
people are
we
watching on YouTube and Twitch. It's like,
We
hell
can't
yeah.
fucking say
Hi,
fuck.
Danero.
Don't you know that I would never fucking say fuck on TV? Fuck. Fucking.
Thanks for reminding me. Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm on my A game tonight. There we go. Pop that bitch right on there. There we go.
God, yeah, you got your
No, my
you
niece.
got your girl, you got your dad, you got your
My niece.
mom. Like shit,
My family's fucking.
man. They're stoked.
Super lucky, man, to have a cool family.
All right, well, keep asking them some fucking Errol questions because this
Learned
is
too
what
much
families
about you
asking.
today. LOL.
Looking.
Well, every time we meet up, Dan her, I tell you probably too much. About
I think I said too much.
It's
Whatever,
on the
Craig.
internet now.
It's forever.
Anyway,
Whoa. I
Yeah.
learned too much about you today. Wow.
slow learner. Yeah. So my brother and I are working on a project right now. I'm not in any band per se. That's like a full-on band. But my brother and I are working on this project called Slow Learner.
You said slow runner?
Learner.
Slow learner.
Mm-hmm.
Can
So you guys
spell that
do it-
for
are you
me?
working-
Is it wait, you
is
said
he in
slow
town?
learner?
Mhm.
Is that like 2 words or one?
2 words.
I'm being an
That's
asshole.
just
I said slow learner.
Smoke up, Johnny.
The old man grabbed
coming for you. Fuck.
Dude.
Woo!
All right.
This is old people
Slow
from the
learner,
Melody.
it's my fucking brother and I's project we're working on.
Is he in town?
No, he's in Richmond, and he plays drums, bass, guitar. I play bass, guitar. We both do vocals. Working on just a project we've never done anything before together, and
That's cool.
Hell yeah.
see how it goes. Recording only, no shows. That's what I want to do anymore. I'm not.
It's the future, by the way. It is the future. Eventually, live shows are going to end dying out.
All right.
I
don't
just
see
I
that.
disagree.
Well, yeah, that's going to mean Rob's out of the job.
Beyond that, here's what I will say about that. I think that as things grind towards Armageddon, and people do have so much more connectivity through shit like this, there's still no replacement for a live show. I mean, there will always be concerts, man. I don't care, because it's like, oh yeah, would you want to pay $100 to see some band you love, watch a video of it? It's like, fuck no. But you definitely pay $100 to go walk your ass through the fucking parking lot and get down there and see a band you want to see, because you see a lot. Live performances are different than even if it's a live performance on on the internet. It's still not the same as being there, seeing the bands, seeing the bands have fun, seeing people. There's the crowd interaction.
And what we had at Punk and Drublick was gnarly as hell.
Yeah.
Stage access and free beer as long as no effects played, and I've never had that experience before, and it's
amazing.
It's freaking cool. It's once in a lifetime kind of thing. And
well, I think there always will be the desire,
absolutely,
to see bands, and that's where I think that in the future, no matter how long Dave and I are involved with the Mel, I think there's a future for that place in the respect that it's small enough that you get fucking 30 people in there and it's a fucking party.
Sure.
And you get, 3 bands and 30 people and it's fucking, it's good to go. And that's something that you can't replicate.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool they do the live
For
stream
sure.
on Saturdays. That's super cool for people who can't make it to the show.
And multiple cams too.
But the good thing in my mind about that is it gives people a taste of it. So it's like, fuck yeah, man, I gotta go to a show. I gotta get out there. I gotta get to a live show.
Turn your phone off, Hollywood. She knows where you're at.
She does. She does. Hello.
Hello.
I really just had to give it fucking hell out there finally. It's like this polite choking, and it just doesn't really get it out.
Yeah, you kind of have
You
to
just
give it
gotta
hell.
Give it hell. 100% better.
Coming in hot.
when it goes down the wrong pipe, man. Yeah, it's like fuck. All right. Anywho,
He's back.
Yeah, slow learner. Yeah, my brother and I. Yep. So it's a 2-person project. Where we want it to be like the Melvins meets Grand Funk Railroad. It's not punk rock.
What? Dude, I love Grand Funk, man.
Yeah.
Of course you do.
Fuck off, Craig.
You don't fucking like Grand Funk? Yeah, fuck you, dude.
My dad does. He's always like,
Oh,
they're almost better than the Beatles.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, the
stadium
stadium,
far, but
the stadium chairs
Shea
are
Stadium,
jumping.
man. Dude, they sold out Shea Stadium fucking faster than the Beatles did, man. Grand Funk did.
Well, all right.
Anywho,
All I'm saying is they're a good band.
Dude, Sir
Good
Lord,
rock
so
band.
like Sir Lord Baltimore, the fucking Grand Funk. I mean the shit that my brother and I just grew up on with my dad and I, and then more modern shit, like again, like the Melvins and stuff like that, man. It's just like, I mean, one of my fucking favorite fucking bands, just I just love that, just approach. And then like Detroit rock, like MC5, Stooges, and it's all rock and roll, right? So
Absolutely.
So we're just collaborating together. We've always wanted to do it as he's 50, I'm 44. Sorry, Dark, call you out, but we're working on it. We have about 3-4 songs already kind of in the can ish, and not recorded anything yet. And working on it. And again, like you were saying, like we don't want to play live. This is a recording. This is making art for the sake of making art for the fun of it.
Yeah.
Like I don't care about fucking lifting. You know, doing the whole.
But you might do one show, right?
The thing is, like, because it's just my brother and I. Like, I mean, we'd have to like find some hired guns. Like, fucking, like,
You got it though.
yeah, of course, I know people. Yeah, that would be interested in whatever. I mean, we're talking like even Deep Purple, like fucking Ian Lord, fucking like Hammond B3 shit.
Mountain gas.
Mountain is actually fucking.
Dude,
That's an inside joke.
This last
An
week, though, about
influence,
mountains.
That's an inside joke.
Yeah, I mean, we're calling it Slow Learner, and that is the official title of the project. It's Slow Learner.
Mountain gas.
It should be Beef Curtain.
Or beast eggs.
Bologna Rainbow.
There you go.
Oh, that was Rob's. That was Rob's.
Or as Emily came up with one time, Sweat.
Sweat tent. Well, that is true. That is true. It does happen when you wake up in the morning in a tent. You're sweating.
But the fun part of it is, man, we're just not. There's no expectation. There's no deadline. There's no bullshit. It's just having fun at writing. And actually, the music's going to, I think, be better because given it the time to fucking, like, all right, go back to it a month later, and that was cool, that wasn't cool, and you can do whatever with it. But
have you and your brother done music together prior to
never?
this?
That's the big deal.
Okay.
About this project. Yeah, we never have. Like, and he's been playing in bands since I can remember. I mean, he started out on drums because my dad, and his first band, he was I mean, he 11, 12 years old, but his first band, he was probably 14, 15 years old, and he was playing in bars when he was 16, like in Ohio and shit, like where you'd be 18 over there, like, and he was allowed to get in and play bars and shit like that.
Wait,
so,
hold on.
Yeah.
Did this state turn 21 sooner than Ohio?
Oh yeah.
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the thing, I mean, he had to play and get out. Well, but depending where you're playing, whatever kind of thing. I mean, dude, when I first started playing the Melody Inn, I was only fucking 19, and they
I was wondering about that because like
I had to
you're
play,
only 4 years older.
Yeah, dude. Like, so like, no, I would play a show and like fucking with Brian and Jim, DV would, and I'd have to fucking leave. Yeah.
Play and go.
So my brother did that for forever, and but of course he got of age, but no, we just and he had a lot of other projects that were really cool, and he did a lot of cool stuff, and over the years, but like all of his life, family and stuff like that, but he's still a great player, great drummer.
Hell yeah.
And we're really excited just to like finally do something together. We have the time now. It feels like the time is right to like kind of do something together, just that it feels right, and to do it for the fun of it, and hopefully it'll sound cool and people will like it.
Oh yeah.
So that's it.
I don't know about y'all, but the fucking bellows is sinking in. Woo!
Yeah.
Feeling it a little bit. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So do you have I don't want to say favorite show, but is there a show that you've played over the years that kind of like stands out to you?
Oh wow.
I know. Yeah, I know.
That I played.
Tough one. Yes, played.
Casualties. I wasn't in this band. I shouldn't be talking for Errol.
Oh no, you're fine. Name many shows that you can think of. Hell, we might have played them together.
Well,
I mean, Craig and I were in a band together for like what, fucking 3
Couple
years.
years, yeah.
did you guys
Almost 3
did you guys
years,
practice
so-
in the mansion too?
No, we played at my house.
Okay.
Not
Not a far
so
stretch.
we were Livermore, so like, yeah, like it was that kind of weird period again where like, DV kind of, I don't know, just everyone kind of did their own thing. Dusty was doing stuff with comedy, which was cool that he was doing that, and Jim really wanted to kind of do a different direction of some stuff,
And then he moved away.
But that was way before, and I don't know. We Jason Cavan, rest in peace. We
shout to Jason. Cheers,
yeah, fuck yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers to Jason. But we were all just I don't know, kind of central minded in terms of like, the style and quality of product we wanted to put out in terms of music, and it had to be top notch, and it had to be really fucking good. It had to be aggressive. It had to be in your face, fast, and like.
Can I join the band? God damn.
Well,
everything you just said.
I mean, Craig remembers when he joined Liver Mortis, and like I kind of had a, playing with Brian and even Dusty and stuff like that. It's kind of like the 16th thing, man, on the hi-hat. I was like, it's just like, dude, you're not fucking playing all right. It's like you gotta fucking tighten it up, and like, either you play it right or you don't.
Well, and Jason was the drummer at first, and
yeah,
so
well,
he
couldn't hack it. I mean, he played the Marmoset fucking drums. That was fucking indie rock, fucking just bullshit.
Yeah, he could play it with one
great.
hand.
I mean, fuck, they probably sold more records than I
but then you guys were like, come on, man. Jason just, we want to be a fucking fast band,
hardcore band,
hardcore band,
DB.
whatever, and a little bit of DB. And but Jason just, it was like, just get him on second guitar. He's better that way. And then, but we would end our.
But I'm not. But going back to it, man. Like, I mean, no, I don't. Playing a band with me, man. You probably wouldn't have a lot of fun, especially when it starts to get like down to like. I'm all about the creative process and fucking up and. Having fun and laughing shit, man. But once we finally get the arrangement down and the fucking song down, you don't fucking play it right. Fucking like I'm kind of a fucking I
mean, we recorded that album in like 25 minutes.
Like fucking play it.
Yeah,
we recorded that in like 25 minutes.
Like and getting fucked.
And then you had to tell.
And of course we've all played shows drunk and fucked up and whatever, but I mean it's just like that doesn't cut it, man. I mean, people are paying fucking $5-10 to fucking see you live. That's their fucking hard-earned fucking money, man. What are you up there doing like a fucking clown fucking fucking up?
I didn't bring my drums up to be like a
no, I feel like
that pisses me off when I see bands do that shit.
One of these days, Errol, you have to see me go on stage and play.
So I don't know, man.
I was in Think Tank with Shep.
That's right. Yeah. If you ever want to catch some, I put it all out, dude. When I sing, I fucking put it all out.
And Dr. Pepper.
So yeah,
put it on ice, bitch.
Dr. Pepper.
I miss playing bands with that motherfucker.
I don't know. I feel like most of the bands I've ever been in, like, all kind of got the reputation of just being like, motherfuckers, fucking start on a fucking, starting in on a dime kind of shit, and like, of course there's always fuck ups. Of course there's always bullshit. Technical difficulties, whatever, but like when you're playing a show, but like, man, for the most part, like, if you're on fucking point, the band's on firing all cylinders, man. Like, you're gonna.
I've seen your bands play, man.
You're gonna get entertainment,
fucking dope,
and it should be. It's entertainment. I don't care what you're fucking playing. Like, it's entertainment. You're paying fucking your dollars to see to
exactly. You put it all out. You put it all out there. You fucking give it your all.
Yep, my dad taught me that. My dad always told me that, man.
If I'm not wondering by the end of the set if I'm gonna have a heart attack, I didn't do enough.
Yeah, exactly, man. Like, I'm sitting here interviewing, because it's fucking 1,000 degrees in this garage.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, like,
I'm cool.
It's the hottest. It's the hottest show of the summer. This is definitely the hot boy show.
But my dad, he would play. His band was named Mud Gristle. Mud Gristle from the 70s, man.
Sounds like a big old dong dick.
I have 8 tracks of fucking my dad's band, and they were just a cover band, whatever. They would play shows, fucking plays like the Holiday Inn, fucking whatever kind of bullshit in the 70s.
Like, I'm rocking the Holiday Inn at 21st.
I thought you said
of my dad's band, playing like Aqualung, Jethro Tull and shit, like whatever. But my dad still, was just like, man, you fucking go on, you play a show, you fucking play a fucking show, man.
Yeah,
you don't fucking stop.
One thing I would say about the cover band deal, it's like that's one where if people expect it to sound a certain way, and they know the damn songs because they've heard them as many times as you have, so it's like if a cover band's not covering it, it's like people are just like, oh, that's not right.
Yeah.
And you gotta play it
right,
gig,
man.
And almost every band I've ever been in, actually every band I've ever been in, like our maximum set time at best, at the longest, is maybe 35 minutes. every band I've ever been in, man. So it's just like 15 songs, whether it be You Will Die or Livermore or Carnosaur or fucking DV or whatever. I mean, it was like, you know,
a lot of songs.
Fucking, and it was attack. Fucking attack. That's the fucking point.
We
Attack.
didn't
Don't
say
let you breathe.
anything.
Don't say anything. Don't say thank you. Not fuck you. Just fuck you. Attack.
Just go.
Go.
Yeah.
Lord. I mean,
And
Liver Mortis was almost worse than being in the run up, where at least it was like, okay, 4 songs, break,
4 songs,
4 songs,
yeah.
break,
Mhm.
you know, at least
Not
like
modern
a
era.
swig of beer, something.
Not with us.
You know, but not with Liver Mortis.
Nah,
it
man,
was,
fucking
it was
attack.
No
bam,
breaks.
No
all the way
breaks.
through, all the way
Yep.
through.
Yep.
All gas.
You can
Yeah,
watch,
all
you can
gas.
watch it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Errol, dude, you gotta get out and play, man. Like, everything that you're saying is like everything I love about a live show. So
well, yeah,
everything I would love
and
to
again,
intimate.
I mean, I've just been doing it for, well, I mean, I played my first live show in 1995, man, in front of, like, actually, weirdly enough, there was no outlet, and a place called the Taza Cafe in Errol College, and it was like 300 people was the max it held. We invited all of Richmond High School there, and there was like 800 people there. People had heart attacks. People went to the hospital.
Hell
my
yeah.
very first show I ever played. It's on the internet as well. And you know, from there I was fucking just hooked, and I was like, oh, cool, I can cause chaos. Neat. And
What show was that?
It was No Outlet playing the Taza Cafe at Errol College, May like 5th, 6th, 7th, something like that, in 1995. That was the very first show I ever played. I was 15 years old, and with Jim on vocals, and Darren Jones was on bass, and Gary Saylor on drums, who's dead. But I don't know what happened to Darren, but yeah. Then we got John Harrod, who recently was just in the band Wolftooth, played with us for the end of our shit through the late 90s until Jim and I moved to Indy, and then we started DV. So, but yeah, man, like fucking, you know, attack. You know, I don't really want to do it. So I'm not opposed to ever not playing a show again at all. But it's not about money at all.
Should never be.
I mean, that's fucking goofy.
Although that is where we're heading in a way.
Well, I mean, I do like, I mean, I feel like I feel like there's a lot of people that do feel that art isn't worth anything, and I feel like that's bullshit. I feel like, you know, I put in a lot of time and energy and money and to produce something for you that you paid for to see, then I should be compensated for, you know, at least my what you feel is fair for my time and energy as well. Whether that be you buying a record or just paying the $5 to see me.
Would you
live.
play house shows nowadays?
Oh fuck yeah, man! I love house shows. House shows are fucking fun as shit, man.
I hear. I just hear a lot of chatter.
Dude, I've played literally like in a basement in Fort Wayne one time. Like it was like the HVAC. It was like the closet HVAC system, and it was like the water heaters like right here. The fucking like furnace is like right behind you.
Was that?
Man, it was like a house in Fort Wayne.
Was that
rickety ass stairs?
Harrison House?
It might, yeah, I think that was it. And rickety ass stairs, you had to go down, and it was just like,
and it was like
10 people could fit in the fucking room, if that, with the band.
I think it was Harrison House. Yeah, that it's. I saw about the fire there, and I'm like, bro, like what the hell? Like people are like standing in the door jams, like fucking like looking over. Trying to see this. No, there wasn't even a stage.
So some of the best shows I ever played were house shows, man. The Secret Location off 25th and Broadway.
Oh, man,
fucking rule.
That
dude.
show is, or that
you and I played so many good shows with bands.
That
there,
house is up for sale
fucking,
still. And it's like, man, do you know how many people stage dove off that freaking fireplace?
And Torch, I remember, blew up their fucking fuse box.
I had the flute 2 times. Los Crudos played
Los
there.
Crudos, yep.
And I had the flute both times.
No Outlet played with Los Crudos. That was the last show we played with Majas, with Dave Lawson on guitar. Before John Zepps fucking joined Majas. And Los Crudos played and fucking goddamn No Outlet. That was the very last No Outlet show in Indy.
Well, I had my hand on the wall and about to puke my guts. And I'm like, Los Crudos playing. I have to be here.
The whole place smelled just of cat piss. It was the worst.
I'm
It
just
was
like,
God,
God,
it's gross.
just holding myself up against the 46 in college, and the house is still.
No.
What was it called?
Still there.
The secret
Or
location.
no, secret
You're
location.
fucked
Yeah,
up, man.
I played
25th and
there.
Broadway. man.
25th and college.
No, Broadway.
It's
Well,
one
but
over.
it's a block
No.
a block away from college.
Yeah, Broadway.
But 25th and college is basically.
Yeah, and they had like 100 fucking cats that live there, and it just reeked of fucking just ammonia.
There's 7 bedrooms in
Gross.
the house.
Punk.
I can't believe that.
Fuck.
7 bedrooms.
Great
in
shows
that
there.
House.
Yeah, I play house shows, man. I
Oh
fucking
yeah,
know.
the house shows. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
House shows are great.
Yeah, they're fun. Depends on who's throwing them. And I played a show in Chicago one time, and fucking it got raided by the cops. And luckily, You Will Die got fucking off our set. The living room, it was an old brownstone, in Chicago, how they are, like in the neighborhoods there. And the tenants of the place, they converted the living room to a half pipe. And so we were playing with Sweet Cobra, Raise the Red Lantern, and it was You Will Die, and a band called Cauldron from Chicago. They were awesome. And so it was just a huge party, of course, house show. And they're coming out of the windows, then finally like and dropping in the shit and doing whatever. And we got our set off. 2 bands played, and we were the last band that played. And Chicago CPD shows up and fucking, no, you got to shut it down and whatever. So yeah, I mean, I've been in a lot of shows where the cops show up and shut it down.
Hell yeah.
It's part of it, man. It's fucking fun as fuck.
I went
You never know.
I went to an after party in Minneapolis after Thrash Fest. They're like, hey, there's a underground party, come to this house. It's a basement show, blah, 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 so and so's playing right on. And then I walk out of the club and I see 2 dudes. I'm like, hey, I'm not from here. I'm from Indiana. And they're like, we're not from here either. And they were like, oh, we know about this after show. I was like, okay. And we get a cab and we get there and everybody is walking out. It's like 10 cops. Everybody's walking out with their hands on their heads. I'm like, I guess that show's not happening right now. Why don't you turn around and take me back to
that Chicago show, Cauldron. We got them playing. Cauldron shows up, and they're just like the most like just gentle, awesome fucking metalheads. Their band is awesome. They're like doomy as fuck and just cool, and they're super sweet guys. And they show up and like. And then the cops, is like have a fucking CPDs there, and fucking they're just like, what the fuck, man? Sorry, guys. we ended up playing with them later, but
we ended up playing with them.
Yeah,
later.
we did, but nah, man, I playing a venue, man. If the bill's right, and it's not about the money, but like I also feel like you need to get some. compensation for again your work, man, in a way. I mean, like playing shows for just free for the fun of it. No, I don't mean sound like an old fart, but I don't want.
I gotta get paid
$10 and a fucking slice of pizza anymore, man. Like, I mean, like,
pay me, motherfucker.
For
don't want beer from your filthy lines.
If I'm gonna fucking like, haul fucking full stacks of cabinets and drum kits and everything else, get on stage and do it.
Well, it's all the other stuff before that.
I'm playing to put on a performance for you.
It's the practices and the foregone opportunities to be there.
And loading gear in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people have no idea. Like they think it really is this, like, yeah, you just, you guys are a rock and roll band. You should be, it's like, no, man, this is like fucking hard fucking work, man. Like it is.
I like only having to go a mile,
like,
but like everything else.
Yeah, but lugging gear out of the basement back in
Newcastle, fucking Logansport. It's like, Lord.
We played. You and I played one show one time in Chicago. We drove 9 fucking hours to play one show. We had a guarantee of like fucking like $400, and we're like, cool. All right, so we figured gas is 9 hours. We're in the van. They're like, all right, we'll come out like $100 a head after it's all said and done. Cool. We can say we played in Pittsburgh, Man, we get there. The fucking promoter was this fucking like 15-year-old kid who just fucking dropped the fucking ball, man. That was the only time I've ever put someone up against a wall.
Are you sure
and
he dropped the ball? Because it sounds like maybe his balls had not dropped yet.
He had fucking big bands on his bill too, by the way. I mean, like fucking like fuck at the time, Russian Circles was on that bill. Fucking I mean like you know, You Will Die, fucking band from Cleveland that was really fucking popular at the time. We all kind of had the same vibe and sound, and yeah, no, it answers your question. No, I threw him up against the wall and I got $20 out of him.
Yeah.
And we drove 9 hours, couldn't give us fucking anything, and not even a place to crash.
Scott is eating garlic with mustard.
Jason's in the back of the van going, fucking sneezing. His allergies. But anywho, but yeah, like, yeah, man. So I mean, you got to sometimes, like, you know, you take them and you get what you get, you know. But also you don't get fucking taken for bullshit either, man. Like, you guaranteed this, you know. There wasn't a contract, signed in blood, fine, but. And I get like, but your job is like, I don't live in Pittsburgh, dude. Your job is to promote the show. Like, I can only do so much from Indianapolis to promote a show in Pittsburgh, you know. And you got good names and good bills on the act, like, then, you know, just do your job. And so the fact that we even got probably $20 out of me muscling him up against the wall is probably fucking pretty amazing. But we drove back that night, man. Fucking 9 hours there to play 30 minutes and 9 hours back. Been there, done it. So yeah, playing live. What do you got?
God, you got your whole family watching right now.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Enjoy the melody. Keep
playing Rock Daddy. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Hello,
Thanks,
the
dude.
Katz family.
Look.
Yeah, don't say the F word.
Fuck.
Don't say
God damn, they know
fuck.
me well enough, man. I use fuck as an adjective, adverb, pronoun, noun. I can fucking figure all kinds of creative ways to say that word. It's my favorite word. They know me well enough.
It's the new
the new I.
new instead of saying fuck.
So do you have a show that comes to memory that?
Oh yeah, back to the show question.
Yes.
Shit.
Man. God, I'm not even in the band that he's talking about, but I'm sure I was at the show.
I mean, you know, we DV did Luck Out. We played a show with the Misfits one time at the Vogue. That was really cool.
I opened for Misfits.
Yeah. You know, we did a cover tribute band thing that we opened for Motorhead.
Yeah, you opened Ass Cobra.
Yeah, but they hated us, so I wouldn't really call that awesome.
And then
wait, that's a Brenner story.
Yeah.
And he refuses to
band.
meet.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I was in that band. It was me, Justin Allen, Doug Perdue,
Pratt.
Steve Pratt, rest in peace.
Who's Doug
Jason
Perdue?
Kevin. Doug Perdue. He's
Wow.
Doug Perdue.
Do you mean Dirk Douglas?
Yeah.
You're a youngin'.
It's a joke. I know who fucking Dirk is.
Okay. Yeah, the Jabs, of course.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. So, and then Greg sees Lemmy warming up his bass. The place is empty. You know, he could have every intention to walk up and be like, "Bro, can I get a selfie? Sign my record. I'm playing with you later," and then leave. And he was just like, I don't do autographs. I don't do photos, and I don't do signatures. I'm like,
but none of the
what
shows,
the hell? Like, just
spit on my
come
record
up and be
But
like,
I honestly,
sign it real quick.
For me personally, and I can't remember one specifically, but I would say like any of the big bands I ever did get to play with were not like the best shows. As far as cool. The best shows probably were basement shows, and probably were like DV would play, like, I remember it's on YouTube. I mean, with Dusty on drums, we played a anniversary show, like the 10th anniversary of Punk Rock Night, and that place was fucking sold out, and we fucking absolutely killed that fucking night, man. I mean, the place was
I was
upside
there.
down. Place was upside down.
Yeah.
I mean, and fucking, you watch the video and it's just like, Jesus Christ. I mean, that, like, me playing my own original music and in front of a crowd like that, like, that's really fucking into it. Like, yeah, that's probably some of my favorite shows.
Yeah.
We did the Bad Brains tribute with Russ from Mud Kids and shit like that. I mean, given again being a tribute band and whatever, but that was a fun night. As far as memory wise, as far as like, like having Gumby and Mario fucking bouncing around in the back of the crowd like fucking mosh pit. And Dave freaking out like, stop.
What did
Hitting people with that flashlight.
What did Rusty say? He was like, man, he's like, I had all my friends show up in costumes. It's like, you're not winning for the biggest costume. It's like the Gumby one. He was like, bro, and then he ended up throwing it in the trash.
You'll Die was on tour. We were playing in Youngstown, Ohio, and we were playing a skate park there, and we played on top of the half pipe. They had a huge half pipe there, and and literally had kids. We played our whole set and had fucking kids like fucking just skating around us the whole fucking time, and fucking popping, bopping, fucking, and it was fucking awesome. I mean, that's something's really memorable, just having that kind of experience, like kids fucking thrashing to your fucking
fuck yeah. Did you ever get to play at the Hoosier Dome?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Man, that place is crazy.
Yep, Hoosier Dome. We played the dojo, the second dojo.
Played the first dojo.
Fuck man, radio.
We played the first dojo the day that it opened. And I did double duty with Order the Black Hand and Liver Mortis.
Yeah.
That was brutal.
That's when I met Craig. He was the drummer for Order of the Black Hand.
Man, yeah. I was in like five bands.
Aren't you still kind of, if they ask you?
Wait, what?
Order the Black Hand, aren't you kind of still with them?
No.
No.
Order the Black Hand broke up, and then it was Ninth Circle Symphony.
Mm-hmm.
And then
by the way, there's a brick right there behind that screen.
Brick.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it right there. Yeah. Right in front of you, Craig. There's a fucking snake to bite you. Get it.
there's a snake in the studio.
But yeah, no, I would say this kind of
is there what?
Man.
Are you fucking around?
Is there a snake?
No.
You'll Die played Derek Black used to put on a festival called Dude Fest.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that was always fucking tight.
It's
and
at the Harrison Center.
Well, the one we played, You'll Die played, was again at a skate park. And fucking like, again, we're playing in the middle of the fucking
or ICS.
we're playing in the middle of the fucking, half pipe, and fucking kids are just fucking either moshing or fucking skating.
And then your kick drum is just sliding every time you kick it. And it's like,
that's a lot of fun, man.
Bro.
Yeah, anytime crowd surfs while you're playing and shit like that, I mean, that's a good fucking show, man. I mean,
hell yeah.
It's always good. Rocking out to something you wrote, something you created,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually enjoying it.
For sure.
Craig, do you have tell us your favorite Errol Katz memory?
Oh, well, I mean,
we're talking about cake farts.
I mean, meeting Errol and liking his band and liking all the bands that he's been in,
all the shows that you played with him,
all the shows that I played with him, and being in a band, and just drinking beers and porch hangs, and I mean, you know how it is, Shep.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's been 20 plus years. I graduated in 1997. You said you graduated in 98.
I was 02, so 4.
You were 02. Well, Errol, you said you were.
Yeah.
I graduated in 97. Yeah,
97. So we're the same age.
Yeah.
So we're Emerson kids.
Yep. First Emerson show. One of the first was Sloppy. First Emerson show was Sloppy. Then the second one was Total Chaos, and they still had the seats in the Emerson.
Oh yeah.
It was still a theater, like a movie theater. That was pretty. That was
I guess they flattened it out now.
Yeah. I don't understand that. I don't get that. How do you level a movie theater?
Well, it has Craig, you see it seem like a long show at the Emerson is like after a while, like you fucking start feeling your shins.
Well, yeah,
you're constantly leaning kind of forward because the.
But how does it level? Like, how do they level it out though?
load it in there and level it out and pour concrete over it. I asked about that.
Rob, do you have a feral? Feral. Do you have a favorite Errol Katz
I've been called
fucking
worse.
memory?
Wait. Me driving Errol
I was
drunk
just saying you didn't even
to
answer, Craig.
me driving Errol drunk to see Off in Nashville.
Yeah.
Everybody, Greg, Errol, Jason, Damon.
Yeah.
I had to drive Damon's truck
To Nashville,
or
Tennessee.
van,
Yeah.
and I could not drink. And they were
Oh,
like,
That's right, yeah, you're on
and
probation.
they were
He's on
all
probation.
drunk.
Yeah.
And they're like, Craig, you're driving us
fucking
to
DD.
Nashville. And I'm like, bro, this blows. And so I guess that is probably the best. Or when Errol and I, we in Livermortis, we played what was Jody's thing?
Oh Jesus.
We played
we literally played like in front of like 10 people.
And
so our friend,
while they're eating,
our friend Jody Krumel, who she's a nice person, but she invited us to play this auditorium, basically a school gymnasium.
yes.
And it was supposed to be some big, I forget even what
somebody's birthday.
Someone's birthday, but I think they're doing like some political or something like that. It's like there was supposed to be a lot more people there than there were.
Yeah, and we played.
and it was like, and the average age was like 75. The MCL literally was the catered food for not only the people there, but also, which I like some MCL occasionally, you know. But for a show and a band of Livermortis caliber at the time, where just everything's like, and so in front of the 10 people we played in front of, Jason broke a string, remember, at the very end of it. He just gave up. He just like walked off the stage, and we finished the show and
finished it as a 3-piece.
That's online.
It is online. Well, but Jody, as I was eating,
that's one of your favorite memories of me. Like one of the worst shows we ever played.
Well, here.
Like that's just like embarrassing.
We still raged. We
raged, but it was just Jesus Christ. That was a shit show.
Well, what I remember from that was Jody being impressed about how I ate the lasagna, because there was catered lasagna.
I have nothing.
There was it was sliced up normal, and I had a spork, but I still ate the lasagna. I still ate the lasagna like properly, like I sat straight up and I'm eating it. And then Jody comes up and she's like, I really like the way that you're eating your lasagna. And I'm like, well, that's kind of weird.
I don't know where this is going,
but kind of cool. And she's like, you have very good table manners. And I was like, oh, well, maybe I do. It's like German upbringing. So
I have played the Blues Brothers show before, though. Dusty booked us DV at the time, and somewhere like, I want to say it was like Rushville or something. Like it started with an R. It was like one of those kind of towns, and it was like the bar in town, the only bar. They have live music there, or whatever. And he knew people from there. You know, it's probably a good 30-40 minute drive from Indianapolis, and we show up, and we literally got attacked like while we were playing. Like
beers flying at you and shit.
Yeah. Like I honestly, like I had to physically like fucking hit people with my guitar, like fucking like they're attacking us, and I was fucking just bashing motherfuckers like with my fucking guitar, just like, you know, whatever. And we played the whole set like fucking assholes like we were, because, you know, fuck you. And
don't cup the mic.
And yeah, man, like. And they ran us out, like we couldn't get out of there fucking fast enough, man. I mean, there was broken glass.
So what the fuck started it all?
Dusty fucking booking us at a fucking redneck fucking bar that we should
have stopped when you said Dusty.
You know, our first song's could be called "Becoming One of Shit." You know what people want to hear? Fucking Tom Petty, not fucking, you know, fucking
Jimbo in your
hardcore.
Something
yeah.
tells me you didn't play Rawhide.
We did not know because although stand by your man.
That'd have been the difference,
but,
maker.
but no chicken wire. But damn, it would have been nice. Yeah, yeah.
And you're not blind.
No, we got in a few fist fights, a few different shows. Yeah, with the crowd and shit like that, man. At the Mel, even too. We've had people fucking attack me at the Mel,
Dude.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you,
remember-
what's your favorite
Dude.
Errol Katz memory?
Well, this is not my favorite memory, but it's a memory.
All right.
Dude, I remember you one time. And
I've got a few fights with Mel.
I'm not gonna say who this was, but this is another local band guy that I'm also friends with. And
I'm sure I'm friends with him too. No.
and- yeah, I know. And I don't know
Well,
if
you
you
might as well
guys-
just say his name.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna do that. But I don't know, you guys. I don't know if you were having some words before the set, but dude, who the fuck was that?
Mm.
But shit's going on. You know,
I
you guys
actually
are
don't know.
playing, and you fucking.
Apparently, I peed on somebody in fucking
Yeah.
the '90s too. I don't remember that either. So
It's like you're raging out, and they're right in the front row, just like up in your face, and you fucking bap the dude in the fucking forehead with the.
sounds
butt
like
of
something
your-
I would do. Yeah,
It was like,
yeah.
oh, shot. Yeah, that's like, oh, there's a lot less aggression now. I
You
remember who
know,
that was. It's one of two people, but I can't. Think of it.
go back to the Spinal Tap thing with the
Man,
the
I think that's funny because like people get like kicked out of like shows or in general for like just getting in people's faces while they're on stage, you know, let
really?
alone
Yeah, there's
popping
well,
somebody in the fucking head with a
Oh.
mic. Shit.
Oh yeah.
So,
yeah.
my favorite
Fuck around.
my favorite
I know.
memory is,
right.
and this is one that I think of often, and it's not Melody Inn related.
Oh.
It's the carb day that it was like a goddamn 1,000 degrees out.
It was
man.
14,000
fucking-
degrees.
It was
outside.
ZZ Top,
ZZ Top.
and where there was so much, there were so many dumb things that
I,
were just
I puked on
swirling.
Greg.
You peeked on Greg. You peeked on your girlfriend. You peeked on everything.
I moved the fucking car, and
disgusting
everybody got
fucking
lost.
human being.
That was your fault.
We left Greg at
How is
the
that my
track.
fault?
We went to Carb Day with 14 people. We came back with 7.
Yeah,
You know what?
Craig, what's your favorite memory being blacked out drunk?
I
It's
don't,
a-
I
it's a
don't
bad-
remember.
It's a bad joke.
All of them. No, man.
Saturday.
My favorite memory is during that fucking whole ordeal of a day. That, you know, and that's what's great about an all day thing like that, because, you know, we're all fucking getting baked out.
Hammered.
We're all drunk as fuck and da 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 da.
Oh yeah.
And it's 1,000 degrees out. It's just like
14,000.
God, we're walking
Just-
through.
And
the
you were riding that
desert.
damn motorcycle, that little scooter, because when we were
So-
stuck in traffic.
I fucking forgot we had the mini bike out there.
Uh huh.
All right.
You're like, oh, I'm out of gas. I'm like,
Remember when
nobody
Jane was
told
trying
you
to
to
get back
bring
in the
it.
van and she was running at the van? Jane was,
Oh.
and you just went ahead like a fucking
Man.
couple feet.
Man,
Man, she
when-
just ate shit.
she ate shit getting in the
I
van.
keep thinking that she was gonna be superhero.
Man, it was like 1 person, 2
Talk about
person,
sad
3
trombone.
person, 4
That
person,
was-
5 person.
There was a
Jan-
lot. There was a lot of
Jane fucking eating shit.
we left Greg there too, and
that, and then
Joe
Joe.
flipped out.
He
Oh,
spent
yeah.
$300
on a
on.
bottle of Jameson.
Any-
anyway,
bottle of
well, your
Jameson.
memory. So
Anyhow,
back to
So
it.
in the midst of all that,
Oh Lord,
you and I were
there's more to
were
it.
walking back from fucking ZZ Top,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I was a sad bastard because I just, you know, maybe when I say just gotten out of a relationship, probably like 2 years ago.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like,
Yeah, you're
oh,
a cry ass.
I know, and it's like.
He's all heart, baby.
And
He's all heart.
I was all like, just fucking completely, you know, well, if I, you know, just whatever. And you were just like, dude, quit being such a narcissist. And it was just like, oh, dude, you're completely right. I was just like, dude,
I said that to
I-
you.
no, fucking Errol
I
said
did.
that to
I
me.
did. Yeah, could be such a fucking. It made it all about yourself. Fuck.
And the crazy thing
Yeah,
about
there's
that
children
is,
in Africa.
I still remember that conversation. That fucking little. Dude, it wasn't even heard of that conversation.
I don't remember that, man.
It
but
was just,
you know, you remember that about me. That's awesome. That's what we asked.
and
for.
reality
that's
check.
something
Yeah.
that, yeah, man. I'm just like, damn, he's right.
You know,
like-
sometimes I have moments of clarity, man,
like-
and fucking can.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
And that is
Trust
honestly,
me,
though,
like throughout my whole career and path of things of like, especially in bands and stuff like that, you know, I have felt like I've been Dr. Katz, you know, fucking like, you know, fucking like, hey man, my relationship's really fucking like, well, fucking.
well, and
You can be all shaky.
and I do a fair amount of that in my position.
Yeah, you're a
too.
bartender. That's
Right,
I mean that,
right.
that's kind of part of your fucking
that's
gig,
right.
man.
And I'm what I was going to say though. So that's something that was a moment that I remember, not just right now. I remember that periodically. I have that memory, and it speaks to the reality that it's like, dude, you never fucking know what you are saying or putting out there, or doing artistically or whatever. You never know what sliver of a thing is gonna fucking land with what person in what way, to what depth, and that's something I just it's beautiful, and it's something that makes you want to think about the fucking shit you say to people, or the shit you say in general, because that's, dude,
Words matter.
Or pee on them. I you know, I mean, fuck, it fucking come back to bite you in the ass.
I like to think of it, you know, hopefully in a positive way. You know, it's like there's things that, and that's just like with in my world, it's with kids. It's like you fucking say a million words at them when you're raising them, you know, millions of words, and most of them are like, what the fuck, you know, most of them are, it's ridiculous bullshit, but you never know which, you know, what
They're gonna stick with.
well,
Yeah,
and that's my
Real
stance.
Dude, I have
That's my stance for put a lot of content out there and something will snag. you
Yeah.
know?
I've got 6 siblings, and so I've got a lot of nieces and nephews. And one of the things I always told them was like, hey, there's a time and a place for everything, and that time and place is college. And not one of them fucking listened to me.
I know that quote.
Yeah, well,
South Park.
I know that quote.
Man, I mean, but you gotta respect, you know, the younger generation to do their thing and to fuck up on their own.
Yeah.
And,
Amen.
and they're gonna do the exact same thing that you did wrong.
They are, but
and you can warn them that they're gonna do it, but they don't fucking listen.
Right.
Of
And I mean,
course.
nobody listens.
Yeah. So I mean,
But
you know,
hopefully, if
now are you close with your all of them? I mean,
Oh yeah, like one of my best
So-
friends
so, like,
is my
if-
nephew Adam.
So
for
like,
sure.
if they were to fall, you're there to fucking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm sitting
Yeah.
with my niece and my nephew, man. Like, I mean, you know, I take it very seriously. And
Yeah.
I don't have kids, so to me, they're my kids, and that's
My
you know, like,
so my oldest sister was
Yeah,
born in
but-
1967,
yeah,
and I'm 83. And then
Right.
so my 4 older sisters, like when I was born, one was a senior, one was a junior, and then a freshman, and then 8th grade. So
Sure.
by time that I was going into kindergarten, they were all gone,
sure,
and I already had nieces and nephews,
yeah,
like before I was even in kindergarten. So yeah, for sure.
yeah.
But
You do everything you can to help and warn
Absolutely,
them
for sure.
and, you know, but
one thing I will say
just be
though
there.
is with young people right now, it is a concern to me, and I think it should be to everybody, man. It's like absolutely in my day as a kid, but in yours guys
Back
is
in
too,
my day.
well, it's the
No.
fact that you had the space to kind of fuck up and figure it out, hopefully, and now everything is so fucking
If you fuck up, everyone knows about it immediately.
right. And I think God,
Like
damn, man,
there's no anonymity
privacy
of
Yeah.
of
fucking up.
mistaking.
give
Yeah.
it 15
yeah.
years, y'all.
Right.
15 years.
Yeah,
And
It's gonna be insane.
and everyone expects you to like immediately like fucking like, you know, your whatever transgression, if you did one, to turn it around immediately, as opposed to like
When you-
growing as a human being
Right.
to like
right.
not pee on people
Right.
anymore.
And that's
And-
and I think the issue with that is people do it because
And
they
you get older, you're like, hey, that's not cool. You know,
There's
So
pedos
Gigi
about it.
Allen
So they're
fucking is not my idol.
they're
you know?
making recompense or whatever for shit that
Anymore.
Yeah, anymore.
they don't even understand enough to feel bad about yet. That's
Yeah.
just doing it because you got to do it,
Right.
and that's a front that's wrong.
Yeah.
It's like that's not growth. That's just following the crowd.
Yeah.
It's like, God damn, man, that sucks.
Well, I mean, and that's I don't know how you there's no way to get around it at this point. I mean, it is what it is.
I don't know.
I mean, you know, I mean,
that,
scream at the sky about it. I mean, you're gonna do fucking anything about
and
it.
I was pretty lucky that
I mean,
that
it is what it is. I mean, welcome to the 21st century in 2023.
Right. My kids were old enough when they were kind of going through that it was fairly new, you know, so they didn't get a lot of the internet backlash. Although I did catch them caught them partying when they were supposed to be somewhere else. And it's like, that was my girlfriend at the time's like, hey, your son's in a hotel room in Anderson with a bottle of whiskey and I was just like, God damn it. So we got in the car and drove to fucking Anderson. There's only like fucking 4 hotels. Like, I'm gonna find them. And we found they were using my van, my fucking 15 passenger van. That son
I was in that van, I know.
And that van. And I opened up the hood and took the fuse for the starter so that they couldn't get away. And I went into the hotel office. I'm like, hey man, you got some minors here. One of them's my son. I want to know where they're at. And I got we can't tell you where. I was like, I'm calling the goddamn police right now. Tell me where.
Yeah, you're telling me right fucking now.
So by the time, so they gave me the room. By the time I got to the room, they all fucking scattered like cockroaches, man. And they got away some other way, but they didn't take that van. I took it home.
Fantastic.
Dude, shit's real, man.
Man, kids are fucked up.
Well, see, all your questions about them asking questions about me and their memories. See what happened?
Yeah.
So
I got a request.
I love it. Oh, what's up?
Don't you play videos on this thing so we can like
hold on?
Oh, my brother. Yeah, Tark. Yep. Hi, Tark. Thank you.
Yeah,
let's see.
I did send you the shit.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I got
be
some stuff
raining
right
outside. It might be raining. If your window's down, you might want. I heard thunder.
Thunder. Let's see.
Dun dun.
Dun
Dun dun dun dun dun dun dun dun dun.
Beer attack.
Let's see if this works.
Stay at home. Kids are going crazy.
Oh, that's working.
It's not working.
I don't know.
I hear it.
I get no sound.
Oh, no sound.
There you go.
We're rocking out.
Thank you, Brennan.
Fuck you guys. Fucking rules. Whoa.
Let's try it. I'll go ahead and stop that real quick.
Wow,
That was,
man. That's usually the most that's typical response to DV.
That's 2001 in your face.
There's technical difficulties. Oh, sorry, we didn't turn on the camera. Oh, sorry, fucking forget to record. Oh, you guys are supposed to be important. Sorry. But here's who
we were too busy. They were too busy raging.
All right, there we go.
Yeah,
Oh no.
I need a camera to show that there's nobody here.
Did I roll on the windows or roll the windows?
Here you go.
Well, there's
So we'll go ahead and play this song real quick.
Passenger window is open.
Oh,
Should
man.
work. Brenner, let me know if it doesn't. Oh, we'll start over.
You got to turn up levels on the USB input.
It's pretty much what it's gonna be right here. Oh,
I have no control over any of this.
yeah. Should be able to hear.
Yeah.
Order the doors.
So if anybody's using like take this, so how to do it now, I'll put another one.
What do you love? Godzilla!
Yeah.
Play it. There you go.
More times I've got one for dead. I come the first got the bed. God gave us all time the day. But I'm simple as by the way. And then we're gonna have tonight. Gonna fucking be alright. And then we're gonna have to stay. Gonna fucking be a
There you go, Brenner. Love you.
sit back. Get back. 12 back. I need a taste. Sit back. Get back. Sit back. Need a taste. Starting at the start. I want it to survive. Starting at the start. I want to be the ball. Sit back. Get back. 12 back. I need a case. 6 pack. Get back. 30 back. Need a case. Starting at the start. I want to be the ball. Starting at the start. I want it in the ball. Midweek! 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 Midweek, yeah!
All right, we're back.
Well, that was gnarly.
That was dehydrated vomit.
Indeed.
Or those in the local punk scene referred to them as DV.
So I do have to selfishly promote real quick that recording. We recorded it with Trevor Wathen at Beware Sound Studio off of in Irvington a year and a half ago, and with the original lineup of Brian, Jim, and myself. A lot of the older songs we redid just for the fun of it, and then we redid some newer ones, or performed newer ones that we had written, but never got to perform together. And planning on putting everything out here by this fall. So starting a record label, because I don't know. Apparently, I need to just Fools and Money Soon Shall Part.
Have you ever heard of Atlantic Records?
Yeah, Atlantic. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Actually, it's going to be called Frankensmoke Records, and that label name comes back all the way from the No Outlet days back in 94, 95, when Jim and I were putting out cassettes, and that's what we called our record label. And eventually, the flagship release is going to be this record. It's got 15 songs on it. About 23 minutes of your life you'll never get back if you purchase it. But it's going to be on vinyl, special release. Then we're going to do other releases of anything that Jim and I basically ever did together. So Liver Mortis with Craig over here is going to be a release. the You Will Die stuff. There's an album that's no one's ever heard that Jason Cavan played on, of course, and the first album and some other few songs. Carnosaur. Talked to Jason Pizzleman from Pizzle. We'd love to do a version of Pizzle's Party Patrol, just because they're just so fucking close to us as far as bands go and dudes. So yeah, there's a lot of things in the work, and hopefully by this fall at least one record will be out. Working with folks to get that done, and hopefully there'll be actually something tangible. As far as like a release show goes, it won't happen, but
how much money?
More than I care to really talk about to get it to honestly, like, I mean, here's the thing, like some guys are into fucking, cars, some guys are into fucking,
Minor Threat, Chumbawamba.
I wouldn't spend that much money on Minor Threat to start a record.
Yeah.
Are you talking about like how much money you spend? How much money you would spend on like
fucking around,
like a thing, like or like
I was waiting on Craig to drop his Chumbawamba knowledge, but
yeah, man. I mean, no, to me this is like a legacy project. This is like a passion project, legacy thing, and then like if I get out what I want to get out, there'll be a website. There'll be, of course, all the social media with it, YouTube and a channel and all that shit. And that's all in the works right now, working with folks to get it done. Then kind of when it, hopefully enough people take off, like for instance, like this first release of the DV record is going to be like 300 copies. So it's going to be boutique, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, of course there'll be digital download and shit like that, but like, like to actually buy a physical copy of the record, like it's going to be like, you're going to have to get in on it. And hopefully there's enough interest and people remember the shit and want to give a fuck about it enough.
Definitely let me know when that all goes down. Get you back out here.
Yeah. So
drag these motherfuckers out here too.
So yeah, hopefully hope shooting for the fall. So
hell yeah.
With it all. So
I've had a lot of comments coming across. Everybody wants to know about your favorite experience on LSD.
My favorite experience on LSD. Probably like the first time I ever did it. I was in 9th grade and my dude named Ryan sold me like a couple hits of Snowman Blotter in Machine Shop.
Oh, the blotter.
So, we're talking about like fucking lathes and fucking mills and shit. I mean, I did like 3 years in Machine Shop, like, making things out of metal.
Oh yeah.
And he sold me a couple hits of acid. He was just some hippie kid, man. It was, we all had to kind of take like a fucking, like a shop class. Everyone had this part of the curriculum. You had to like do wood shop or metal shop or small engines. I just always kind of like drifted towards that kind of shit to do anyway. And as opposed to theater or band and stuff like that, ironically. But so I dosed. It was like, I don't know, fuck man, it was like 3rd period or something like that. So it was like early in the morning.
You did it at school.
Oh yeah, school.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Never done acid before in my life. Yeah, dropped in class and like, this is like, 10 o'clock in the morning. Still got the rest of the fucking day to go. By lunch, I was just fucking floating. I was having the best time of my fucking life.
Hell
man.
Yeah.
And I loved it. It was fucking great. And then it kind of, because around that time, especially too in the late 90s, like, I don't know, do you remember like there was a lot of acid around?
Yeah, there was.
I mean, there was just a lot of fucking, like, the Dead was always around and shit. You know what I mean? There was just always a lot of fucking acid around.
Gel tabs,
yeah. Micro dots,
yeah,
shit. Like, I mean, sugar cubes and shit. I mean, it was just like, it just seemed like it was like abundant and it was clean and for the most part, and always it was cool and like, so yeah, fuck man. I mean, yeah, the first time's always like the best of any drug you ever take, I think.
Oh no, man.
Really? I mean, I don't know, cocaine, fucking anything. I mean, you're always chasing the dragon after that. So, wanting to get that same feeling that high, in my opinion. But
cocaine's all right. I'm talking into the bottle, not into the mic.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know, man. But I've also had like some fucking like serious fucking experiences on LSD that like like that
Change
were
your
kind
life.
of, that were kind of like like you really kind of go into your fucking
Oh, exactly.
like,
I actually
mind and
I started
really-
doing this probably 6 years ago. I started doing LSD like once a year,
Oh yeah,
and I consider it like a scrub,
yeah,
like cleaning.
yeah. See, like I mean, I don't trust anything. I haven't for a long time.
If you ever get,
I haven't for a long time. No, I was still fucking around with shrooms maybe, depending on who they came from, if I knew them enough, like because I feel like the come down on that and the experience you get from a psychedelic like that, in my opinion, is like, man, acid is just like, man, you just feel like Superman. At least a lot, I mean, you drink way more than you fucking you think you can
until you feel like
fucking you're doing cocaine, you're getting stoned, and when the come down finally happens, I mean, it fucking sucks.
it's time consuming.
15 hours later, you're fucking like taking the whole next 2 days off to recoup, and
that's a time commitment.
It is, yeah.
I don't know, man. Every time I do LSD, I come off of it.
The thing is, I never microdosed, like, so I never like just did like a
happy and fucking
it was like a 10 strip or nothing. Like I've never done like what's a half a hit? Well, fuck you. Like,
oh yeah,
now you're a dick tease.
Yeah. What about you, Craig? What's your favorite LSD experience?
Well, I don't want to incriminate anybody, but
then don't.
But
change their names.
We
had
a campground in Brown County. Sorry, I have the hiccups. And I was gifted some shrooms, and I had never done them before.
I can't believe that.
And I've done acid, but like never done shrooms. And so I was gifted some shrooms, and it's like, well, wait.
He said acid, man, not shrooms.
Well, I'm talking about shrooms.
Let him have it.
Two different things.
And
here you go.
But I was handed, I was handed a handful of shrooms. I took them. They said that wait for a half hour, and I was like, I don't think anything's really working. And here goes another batch. Take these, and then I started laughing at the grass.
Hell yeah!
And laughing. You guys were doing something in the lake.
This is the worst fucking story ever.
It really is.
Fuck, man.
You guys were doing something in the lake, and let's call this person Kitty.
Oh my God! Stop! Just stop.
And
anyway, Rob, you're fucking
did
LSD
a bunch
experience.
of shrooms, and well, Rob got wind of it and was like, "Well, give me some shrooms."
I was looking at the grass. Yeah, fucking grass looks weird.
He's like, "Why are you laughing at the grass?"
We all know that. Yeah.
And then he's like, "Well, I want to laugh at the grass."
It's like, don't be a dick.
Yeah, I was like, I kept laughing. It was
where the hell did you get shrooms?
I was like, it was that person over there.
I mean, I could be the last time I did shrooms was Emily and I went to the Outer Banks with her family like fucking 12 years ago or so, 12, 13, and we got a hold of a bunch of shrooms. And we were on the beach, and we took them, and the sand and the ocean and the stars look fucking weird, man, for like 6 hours. And anyway,
that was it.
Yeah, pretty much. It was cool and fun for yep.
You ever done any like hallucinogenics while playing? Here?
No, hell no.
No, I have not.
Man.
No, I haven't.
No.
I'm the only one in the room that's ever traveled that path.
Yes. Why would you do that?
And I've done MDMA.
What?
Mollies. Oh yeah.
Oh wait. I'm thinking of DMT. I've done MDMA as well.
MDMA, mollies, rolls.
They used to call it ecstasy.
Yeah, what they used to call ecstasy.
Yeah. See, like when you were talking about how everybody was like doing acid at that time when you were younger, where I'm from in Ohio, everybody was doing ecstasy.
Well, that's what ecstasy was. Mollies.
Yeah,
it's the same.
Yeah, it's the
thing.
same thing. Yeah.
MDMA is the actual chemical.
Have you ever done too much whatever they call Molly now?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Never done it.
I had an ex-girlfriend.
Shit.
I had an ex-girlfriend at the time. It is actually the hardest I've ever hallucinated in my life was on MDMA and doing too much of it. And I turned to her and she looked some fucking like goddamn like humanoid fucking thing that I almost punched in the face. I looked at her, I'm just like Jesus, and then she turned
Shock
back into herself,
Dracula.
and it was terrible.
Yeah.
So Tarkus is your brother?
Yeah, Tarkus Katz. Yep.
Tarkus.
Yep.
This comment right here.
Multiple
I
shows.
need to get you on this podcast.
Oh,
man.
my brother.
I need to get
played-
your brother on this fucking podcast.
Oh, my brother playing on hallucinogenics. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Like, I want to hang out with him.
Oh, Tarkus
Hell
is
yeah.
great, man.
I mean, you're cool as
guys know my
shit
brother,
too.
so-
So fuck, man. Of course, your brother's gonna be dope. But
He's pretty all right, man.
hell yeah.
Yeah. He no, I've done Drunken High, and whatever, and I hate it because in the last 10 years or so that I would play shows, maybe a beer or two, like kind of loosen up kind of thing, but like, before a show, especially like, just having that kind of, again, like you're playing a fucking show, man, don't fuck up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And when you get too fucking drunk, you clam up, especially being a guitar player. Like, I mean, you're sweating everything out and fucking
Dude, if I inject a
and-
half of a joint into my blood system, I can't play. I don't smoke weed. I don't drink until I go on stage.
Yeah, and smoking weed. I don't smoke pot. I don't. I mean, I used to fucking in every grade once in a fucking while. I'll partake, but like, nah, man. Like I don't. And playing high, just that I just it's not my vibe, man. For the style of music I want to play.
Yeah,
and
quit a long time ago.
alcohol definitely is like more like the vibe I want to be in, but being drunk wears you the fuck out real quick.
Absolutely.
Playing fucking really fucking violent, fast, fucking hard music, and so you can't. You just got to remember that, like, dude, you're playing for like 35 minutes, and you get fucked up.
Right?
So
Yeah.
Afterwards, like fucking like.
Yeah, I'll drink on stage.
Like, give it one
All
day
right,
where
I have a
you're just
question.
cool. And
So did you feel that way going into it, or did you have a moment where you're like, okay, I don't want to be fucked up and do this?
I think I just played a lot of shows where I would try to be the rock star and play a good show at the same time, and then just it doesn't happen, man. If you want to play a really good show, you can't be fucked up.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, you really can't. I mean, I'm sorry.
What is your opinion on like being sober when you walk up there, but drinking while you're up there?
Yeah. Oh,
That's
yeah.
Cool.
That's fine.
See,
because I
that's
mean,
my
you're. I mean, again, if you're up there you're not fucking Pink Floyd. You're not up there for fucking 3 hours.
Right.
35 minutes. Yeah, if you might happen to even actually physically drink a beer while you're up there, fine.
Yeah.
But man, water always tastes better to me up there than beer.
Mhm.
But being again in the band about like Dehydrated Vomit, where every song is about drinking fucking beer, which is the joke. I mean, that Jim is 100% sober and has been for fucking like over a decade now. Like Jim is 100% sober. He had a serious alcohol drinking problem. Brian drinks very minimally, and he has an awesome family and shit like that. I mean, he doesn't. Alcohol to him is just not a thing. So it's kind of ironic. And even Dusty is fucking sober.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, it's kind of funny that a band that based their whole thing around drinking alcohol. I mean, the first song we ever wrote was called Pawn Shop Beer Run, and the lyrics were drinking beer all day, drinking beer all night. Oh yeah. I mean, that was like
Oh yeah.
but like Beer Attack and shit like that. But no, man. I mean, the music was there, but if you're just up there being sloppy and fucking drunk, then you're not giving the crowd their fucking
Amen.
money's worth, man.
Yeah.
And
see, so for me personally, like hallucinogenics, they don't affect me in the same way.
yeah, I never tried. I've played guitars like tripping,
yeah,
but like in my bedroom, not like
Dude,
on stage.
If I smoke weed, I literally turn into Jim Brewer from Half Baked.
Okay,
I'm horrible, but if I take hallucinogenics, I'm sharper. I'm more, everybody's different though. Everybody has a little bit different of a chemistry.
and stone, like I'm fine. I mean, I can do it, but then I'm not giving like the fucking. I want to attack again. When I'm at the stage, I want to fucking attack and fucking like I'm stoned. I don't feel like so attacky.
You don't.
I tell you what,
Never heard of
Greg
podcasts
just said
getting
something.
right.
Greg just said something, and it kind of took me to a place. So he said, "Not drinking did not cure Dusty." And here's the thing:
Say it cured him from dying of drinking.
of all the podcasts I've ever done, I had a podcast with Vodka de Milo. and it was Brenner and Scotty and Jason and fucking Glenn. And everybody showed up to the podcast hammer drunk, except for Glenn. And he was the craziest.
Yeah, he don't drink.
All.
Yeah.
Like
he smoked like a mug, though.
Dude, he's got that energy.
If Greg is referring to like that kind of a situation with Dusty, I don't know, man. I mean, like I have nothing to say about that whole situation and or Dusty. So I mean, you know,
I don't really know Dusty. I'm
really happy for him that he has quit drinking, but did his man, I gotta be real careful with this.
Yeah, you know, probably
Same Phil.
Probably a lot of factors, you know.
But
it's good motivational speaker. Though.
But what I will say is this: is all that bullshit aside, he's who he is, man, and who he's always been. Just in a
man.
different way.
And the thing is, man, he was an incredible friend and an incredible drummer and musician, and all day long. So that's all I got to say about it. And he was a member and always will be a member of DV. So, yep.
Okay. All right. Now, at least I know now what's going on now, because I was completely lost until right now. So, all right. Cool.
You look like Howard Stern sitting there at your little desk.
Dude, I know this long, beautiful fucking hair.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. Where's Robin at? Where's your little side help?
Wait, side help?
Don't you
need
have
like an Ed McMahon?
Yeah, well,
I mean, that's kind of what Rob's been fantastic at asking fantastic questions.
I mean, look at him.
I'm here lording.
All right, so
just freaking look at him.
I want to throw this out there. Here in like a couple weeks, I've got Julie and Edinger coming on this podcast, and if you're free, you should come out.
No, I'm
not coming to that.
No, man.
Is it gonna be? Is it gonna?
What?
Why not?
Oh no, it's not because of her. I just don't have the time. I mean,
she deleted me.
All right, well, Julie, if you're listening, get Pizzle out here.
Well, she did earlier. She was chiming in. That's the whole.
You said Julie.
Julie
and
Julia Gulia.
Yeah, sorry, I said her appropriate name.
Oh, she's not going to drive all the way up here.
Yeah, she is. She's down. She's down to clown.
This is a kid's show.
Oh yeah, for sure. God damn it, Craig. It's not.
That's Craig. God damn it.
Right in front of you, Craig. It's right there on the table.
You moved it.
Well,
why are you worried about it? I mean, I'm sorry.
I'm not worried about nothing. I was just saying it would be really cool because
she's really nice. I don't know.
Yeah, no, Julie should go up there. I mean, she knows about plants. She has a green thumb.
I don't know.
She's
been around the scene a long fucking time.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
she plants vegetables.
Her
and
former husband, of course, and all due respect,
R.I.P. Jade.
Yeah, fuck yeah, rest in peace, Jade, and fuck. I mean,
that was the jabs, baby. The jabs, baby.
Now she knows her shit. So.
Mighty John Wayne.
Hell yeah.
Up in the cut like
she's opinionated. So have fun.
Yeah, she hates me.
Oh, I don't know.
Jesus, Craig.
Talking to the microphone.
Dirt and Nicole live like 7 minutes from here.
Like, yeah, they're like right here.
Right here. Yeah.
They're growing potatoes.
Is it really? Doesn't seem that far.
It's probably 20 minutes.
Rob's growing cabbage.
I don't know.
You got cabbage, right? Don't you have goats? No. Rob had goats.
No, but at one point, yeah. Those were not my goats. Those were not my goats.
But they were chatty goats. It would be like, "What's up, goat?" And it'd be like, "Ah!"
So I mean, are you like trying to stir some shit or like?
No, I have Julie coming on, and I just figured, Julie.
Fortville.
No, goats. Well, honestly, I really don't. I mean, I've known her for a very long time. We've always been super cool and nice to each other.
I find it interesting.
She punched me in the face one of my
most favorite people in the whole wide world is Jason Pizzelman. He is one of my most favorite people.
That's kind of where I was coming at from it.
I fucking love that dude.
Yeah,
so fucking.
I've never had Pizzle on a podcast.
I've played in a band with him with Carnosaur, and that's with Scoth and Jimbo and Bruce Stuckey from Toxic Reasons. That was the last really real band I was in. Jimbo moved to Portland. Bruce unfortunately had some health issues, just arthritis and shit, man. I mean,
You got
you know,
new
him
teeth.
playing, and Scott had a lot of issues, and that he has unfucked himself on that now too.
Yeah.
Thank God.
When we
He's doing really
when
well.
we end the show, I will definitely be
And-
asking because like
So it was a band that-
ignorance apparently is bliss because I have no idea how what I said could be a starting shit thing because
well, no. So I mean, I'm just saying, like, as far as all those characters, like, yeah, Pizzleman, like, I mean, you'll die and Pizzle shared a space for like almost like 6-7 years down at the Bodner building in Indianapolis. We called it the Chuckle Hut, and it was our rehearsal space.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, and fuck, man. I mean, you know, those guys, Tom Watts, Mike Metzger, fucking Pizzleman, you know, just some of my fucking favorite people, man. And so yeah, I mean, yeah, having Julie on and the fact that she's with Jason. I mean, that fucking fantastic, man. Enjoy it. Should be good.
hell yeah.
Sure.
So
sure.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Sorry.
And Bruce is fucking doing good. Scott's doing good, man. So it, you know, it's one of those projects and bands that was just fun for a minute. We got to do it, and it was a super group, if you want to call it that. And
It was.
it was
is.
kind of a super group. Yeah, it was kind of unfuckable.
The
Yeah,
PRN.
But you know, it was what it was, and we got something out of it, and we all had a good time. And we have the music still, so we recorded it, and all good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So Rob, do you have an LSD story you'd like to tell the world?
I mean, I've told it before, and
Yeah, well,
Well, talking to the mic, dummy.
goddamn, Craig,
Can't hear ya.
I'm not afraid to whoop your ass.
Hey, we're not at the Mel.
oh man.
Take you over to the
I'm giving you money. You owe me money.
you shit, Craig.
You shit.
You know what, dude? I'm gonna get one of those whatever game you have at the corner of the bar at the Mel. I'm gonna get one of those here just
What
for
is
Craig.
that?
You play that
the only one that
fucking
plays the
game.
goddamn thing.
What, quarters?
No, it's a screen with
it's
a
the game that you play. Your game.
Oh,
Your game.
Mega Touch?
Mega. That sounds creepy.
Ow.
That's
fucking
what
know.
it's called. What, Card Bandits?
Mega touch.
I don't know. what the fuck
Or
any of you guys are
Power
talking about.
Solitaire? Or Penthouse?
fucking-
Photo Hunt?
Hey, Errol, will you pass me
Alright.
the bottle, sir?
Yeah.
Thanks,
I mean,
buddy.
Oh, wait. No, we're keeping that over here.
Well, I'll pass it right back. Okay.
Drink it up, Errol.
You know, all right. So,
Man, I look good on this video.
well, yeah, man. It's
I
fucking.
look crappy when I do the video with Greg. No, I look pretty fucking good.
Well, that's a conversation to have with.
yeah, Greg, are
Greg.
you watching this?
Greg,
we
he
need to
was.
change the camera angle. I look good, man. Yeah.
Well, what else we got?
Hold on,
look
let's
good
go
as
full
shit.
screen.
You look like a
so-
fucking
Let's go
parrot.
full
You
screen.
look like a
So-
parakeet looking in the mirror.
No, don't do that. No.
Pretty bird. Pretty bird.
There we go. I know.
Fuck you.
All right, it's it is time. Like
2
we're,
weeks. 2
we're
weeks.
well beyond time to do this. It's Craig Chaos's favorite part of Midweek Crisis. Every Wednesday, we have to ask,
Oh God.
"What's in the box?"
Fuck is in that thing. Fuck.
Oh man.
So this isn't ever. Oh, I know. Rob is already like, "Fuck my life."
I can't wait.
Yeah. Yeah. What's in the box?
What's in
This
the
is an everybody
box?
thing. We'll start with Errol.
Yeah.
Errol,
Yes.
if you could have one force power, what would it be?
Time travel.
Time travel. Nice.
That's a good one.
Yeah. What would you do though? Let me.
I would have. I would. There's a lot of people I would either fuck up, kill, and or fuck.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna go with fuck, but
Coming in high.
fuck up, kill, or fuck.
Damn, I didn't know this
Like,
was
Hitler would be
murder,
out
kill,
and-
sex.
and-
See,
you
that's
know
a
what I mean?
song.
Like-
That's the opening. That's a like a
Time traveler
fuck up.
for murder.
fuck up, kill, or fuck.
Yeah. Hook up with really cool people. Like have dinner with, fucking awesome people before they get started. That kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, just
Well, if you
be
could do it like
in
at
and-
will, I would definitely go back and like invest in fucking
I don't know that would change history so
Apple.
much, but like because that's
I changed
dangerous,
my
right? But
history.
I'd go back
That
in
would be
time and ride a
cool.
Tyrannosaurus Rex like it
change
was
your
a
history,
horse.
but like, but if you're living as yourself at your age with time travel, then you can't go back to 14-year-old yourself. I mean, you can only watch yourself fuck up, and you could maybe slap yourself in the face.
No, I'm talking about
which would be awesome.
I'm talking about. All
Put
right.
your mohawk upper on.
Yeah.
God damn it.
If there
Don't
was-
spike it the right
date
way.
her. She has herpes.
Shit.
No.
We didn't have to
No
go that
shit.
way.
It's like-
didn't say that out loud.
to turn your head the other way when that person walks into your life.
Yeah,
Future
you
you
can't say
is-
herpes on the air.
I can't.
What, dude?
How
Hey,
about
legit, this
genital
is
warts?
number 63, somewhere between 0 and 63 of this
Herpes,
Wednesday
yeah,
show.
but time
Somebody has
travel.
admitted to having herpes on this show.
But time
So-
travel. I would do time travel.
Wow.
That's a good one.
Oh, yeah, that is a good.
All
one.
right, fucking Doc Brown.
All right, Craig Chaos. What's your fucking answer?
Fuck's
I
Doc
don't even know what
Brown.
the
Be hating on
question is.
Errol's answer.
I don't even know what the question is.
If you had one, if you could choose a force,
Nice, Phil.
like a superpower, what would it be?
I don't know.
Oh, fuck, man. Where's
I
the
don't- I don't
imagination?
Fucking lame, man.
I'm
Invisibility,
I'm blanking.
flying.
Well, okay. Well,
Moving
no,
things.
not flying, because I'm afraid of heights. Okay, so it has nothing to do with heights. So I don't want to be a bird or a plane or something.
Be cool if you could just
Um,
grab beers out of the refrigerator without getting out.
Can I guess invisible would be it, so I can get
Ooh.
free beer out of the fridge.
Imagine
would
the
you-
I don't know. I
possibilities.
don't know.
Would you jerk off in like some girl's room, man, and be
Yeah,
like,
no,
I'm all
no.
invisible?
No, I have not masturbated.
See, that's
in
weird.
I don't want to
Probably a
tell
year.
me.
Probably a year.
Y'all shit on my superpowers.
I'm-
Jesus Christ, man. At least we
So,
all know whose balls hurt the most
so
right
in-
now.
You have to
Invisibility.
think of a different
So
superpower.
invisibility, so I could steal beer and not jack
I can't
off.
even go like 10 days without at least busting out without my
No.
fucking balls hurting.
No.
What the fuck?
When you, I don't want to. I'll talk about this after we're off.
No, the show ended like a half an hour ago. Go ahead, Craig.
Dude, don't listen to his
We
lies.
just forced this whole time.
I'm using the
What's
force.
Greg saying? Is Greg saying?
Well, my brother just
No.
said got beer, Craig. So nice start.
Not really force
Yeah.
power. Yeah, that's true, Phil. That's true.
We had
The doctor
to
knows.
find the Kagan pump. Is that what
All right,
their
Rob,
liquor
what
store
is it? Do it.
Man, I had something, but when I started thinking about time travel, I'm like, dude, that's a good one.
Well,
I'd
what
like
would
to
you
see-
do? Would you go back and
Not like fuck with
kick
anything.
your ass,
No,
or
no. I would
Maybe.
I'd go back and see dinosaurs. That'd be cool.
well, how far back in time do you want to go?
As far as I fucking feel like.
Well,
Or in the future.
pardon my
Right.
French.
Or in the future.
Well,
That can
and
go either
that's-
way. Like time travel's the time travel, man. Can go either way. Future or the past.
I think I'd rather go.
When you think
back.
about this is a whole nother fucking conversation, but that is one thing that's I think really interesting, that we as the beings that we are, our time is linear.
Yeah.
Imagine being a being that time isn't linear.
well, and
You can
they
see it all like you see it all at once.
and this is a whole other podcast that I think I've watched actually, where yeah, our time right now is linear, but there's also like right now going on, there's a whole nother fucking different
Right.
universe that
well,
there's
the
you,
multiverse.
there's you,
Right.
there's me, and this is happening, but like your name's Bob, your name's
Right.
you know,
And that's-
fucking like, you
and-
know, like, yeah,
Your name is Bob.
well, you know
Oh
what I mean.
fuck! Your name is Bob. Oh
But
man!
basically an alternative, there's a
Right,
whole
and
other
that's the
like
whole
thing going
theory
on
of
like
the,
right now.
the
Yeah,
multiverse.
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
that there's one that
it's
you
really
know,
interesting actually.
and you think, well, how that's stupid. How could all these things come together to make this happen? It's like, well, when you're looking at an infinite number of
You really
possibilities,
just found out about black holes.
right?
I mean, fuck, man. Like, yeah, get your head around that.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
If
We're gravitational. There are gravitational ways. We're like, 3 bajillion fucking light years away. When something fucking collides in the universe, there are actual waves through the universe that actually, then correspond in time, space, and fucking Yeah,
it's
man. I mean,
interesting.
it's very interesting, and I'm not even on acid. Fuck.
But
Yeah, it seems like we're on acid.
it's
Well,
like
I
if
mean, I don't know. The older you get, though, that kind of shit. I mean, to me, is interesting. But,
Absolutely,
whatever,
same.
You know?
Yeah.
You could go back because there's lots of
We're
different
gonna switch subjects pretty soon.
facets to this. That if you went back and you were the age you were then,
Mhm.
that'd be different. There's definitely some shit. It's like, oh yeah, I should have done that differently. But if you were the same age you are now going back, it's like, dude, how could you not like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna stop in and buy some of that new company Amazon stock.
right.
'Cause now
Yeah. I
I'd
mean,
be,
yeah. Like
this would be happening from
I
my
feel like
yacht.
it would be almost impossible not to, if you could time travel,
make
to
some
not
investments.
fuck with your life, to make it better, so you can come back
I
to
mean,
the present. And
Have we
and-
all
and to,
not
like, be
seen
better.
Hot Tub?
That's
Time
what I was
Machine?
literally getting ready to say.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would be really hard not to.
Woogle.
Or just show up on Hitler's fucking 19, just punch him in the fucking face. Just fuck you, Hitler.
It's kind of crazy how
Fuck you, Hitler.
one soul can change an entire.
Just show up out of nowhere, and Hitler's like, what the fuck?
Why did I just get fucking the haymaker
Just fucking
to my face?
Kick
These
Hitler in
are
the fucking
great
ribs, man.
songs.
Fuck you, man.
Errol, these are great songs trying to happen.
Like that. That
Time
would be
travel, fuck murder.
Yeah, if I get time travel, that'd be really hard not to do.
Pop in.
Well, we all want to punch Hitler.
Yeah,
but but if
Well,
we're
there's
gonna
all
go back
kinds
in
of
time,
people in history, I could do.
I want to have sex with Marilyn Monroe or something.
Okay. Anyway, next subject, John. What you got?
next subject.
Yeah, fuck that box.
Well,
we will fuck people back in time.
so when
but-
I was a kid,
Next,
Time
I read
fucker.
comic books,
time fucker,
and
food eater, motherfucker, food eater, air breather. I'm sorry, Shep.
there you go.
Oh shit.
Useless
Well, we're
eater.
getting
Wow.
drunk, man. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. So when I was a kid, I
Like
whatever,
yesterday.
I read comics,
Yeah,
Come on.
comics. Yeah.
and
Who's your favorite comic? Who's your favorite superhero?
1, 2, 3. Say it. 1,
oh,
2,
man.
3.
Daredevil.
Say it.
Daredevil was mine.
It's either Wolverine or Spider-Man.
I was Daredevil.
Wolverine.
I got a shit ton of Daredevil.
But I always imagined if I could just see something that I wanted
Adamantium claw.
and just have it transfer immediately to my bedroom. So basically, what would you call that? The ability to from just instantly from here to that chair.
Teletransport.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Oh
Tell-
yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, which is almost in sense the same exact thing.
Well, that's not time travel, man. That's actually just being able to fucking. That's almost like having invisibility while being visible, but having
Dude, it'd be cool to know where all these rock stars
I
that don't
mean,
live at their homes live.
just fucking with people, man.
You
Moving
go
shit
hang
around
out.
on them constantly. They don't
Go
even know
live
what
in a
the fuck.
house in
like,
Malibu for
can-
months.
can-
That's pretty badass. That's not
Yeah.
bad. Yeah.
I mean,
can
if I want to go to
werewolves
Hawaii,
swim?
I just
Yeah.
go to Hawaii.
Like invisibility to me. Invisibility to me feels like
Because
it
they're
just, you wouldn't really
Start as a man.
like. What do you do? What do you do after a while being invisible? Like, what
What
do you
if you're
do?
a
Like, okay, you can rob so many
werewolf?
banks, but you can't fucking do anything with it. You're invisible.
Yeah.
Rape sucks. You're gonna fucking break it.
Oh, damn.
Of course it does, Errol.
Well, I know, but I mean, it's just what else are you gonna
Have
fucking
you
do when you're
ever-
invisible? You're
Let
butt
the-
naked running around.
What was
the
All right.
the Kevin
Let the
Bacon
record
movie
stand.
where he raped a
The
bunch of
Invisible
girls?
Man.
Yeah, that was a scary one.
That,
Yeah, man.
or Hollow was it Hollow Man?
Hollow Man.
Hollow
Yeah,
Man.
yeah, yeah.
Man, and he was
Who was
just
that
like,
dude?
"Oh, I'm invisible. I'm gonna
Dude.
rape you."
Who was the dude?
Yeah, it's fucking.
And then it was like,
That's Kevin Bacon.
and then he getting raped by Kevin Bacon. Like, gross.
Dude,
Yeah, man.
had an old girl from Back to the Future in it. What's her name?
Leah Thompson.
I had such a crush on her when I was a kid.
I don't
I
know.
love
Yeah.
Back to the Future. Anyways, we'll switch it
I
over.
digress.
So we talk on this podcast. We talk about the 4 core: drugs, sex,
Yeah.
rock
Yeah.
and roll.
Yeah, I think we've hit them.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Supernatural, paranormal.
Supernatural.
You ever seen a UFO, Errol? You ever
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you.
Ghost?
I don't know if you would call it that, but I've
man, bear,
definitely.
pig?
I've definitely Van Beer Pig.
Ah.
Okay. I have a couple different quick ones I could go with. I mean, who hasn't seen something in the sky that's just fucking, you know, unexplainable,
Yep,
right?
I have.
I mean, I certainly have. You know, fucking shit just going nutter butters in the sky, and you're just like, what the fuck? You know, that is not normal. Anything that you're used to, kind of, you know, explanation for, I suppose. I think it's hyper ignorant to think that, again, going back to space, and the fact that to be so not naive, but like an asshole about, like, you know, like, oh, there's only the way the planet Earth only has life on it. You know what I mean? Now, whether, like, you know, there's intelligent life, you know, whatever out there,
especially historically,
but
they've been telling us for thousands of years.
Considering how big we know space is, which we don't know how, you know, the universe is, I'm pretty confident that there are other, and they've already found other planets, of course, you know, bajillion light years away that are just like planet Earth around a fucking sun, and, you know, rock floating around. So
space is
I think it would definitely be. So yes, I believe in aliens. I believe there is definitely other life out there beyond, you know, our universe or galaxy, the Milky Way. Now whether they've actually came and infiltrated us, I don't know, man. You got the fucking Navy and the fucking Air Force and shit like that. There's just been recently with Congress, and it's been under the radar as far as, like, you know,
there's a lot going on
in front of Congress, like, being like, yeah, we don't know. And you got, like, you know, like, fucking trained fucking jet pilots that are, like, you know, like, they're not fucked up. They're not on acid.
Right. Yeah. They're
know?
just doing their job. And they see some wild ass shit.
Yeah. And so yeah, man, I think that possibly is 100% there. I don't know about, you know, Area 50, you know, 51,
all that. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but
I mean, if you think about it in a physics way,
and
it's slightly
but
hard to comprehend how somebody could travel here.
I feel like, yeah, I mean,
I find it very possible that maybe what we think is life beyond our planet is actually just our planet, but
the physicists that like yeah, again, and you're absolutely right, like, you know, you got your Tysons, you got your, like, fuck, man, there's so many other ones that are just beyond him that are way better and really cool.
Mike Tyson,
Neil deGrasse Tyson, you know, but that explain like what it would take for, like, anything to travel from that distance, you know, to here, and like the energy that it would take for that craft to even fucking
when the time,
yeah. I mean, so I mean, it really is, like, it really kind of does fuck your brain up.
Yeah, I mean, I think time is probably the one thing we fuck up the most,
you know,
because we're so ingrained into it. But
we've got a short lifespan.
Yeah, at best, maybe we'll fucking 50, 60, 70 years at best.
And within that,
fuck tonight.
Try being, you know, you can't hold your breath for more than a fucking minute without dying.
Yeah.
Like, we're fragile.
Well, you know, the dicks that went down and see the Titanic and fucking got imploded like a fucking goddamn garbage can. You
That's
know,
not funny. But
oh, it is. You know,
well,
it's not funny, but it's just like, you know,
it's like, well,
you know,
what
you're
the fuck
fucking
you
with.
Right.
You know,
It's
you're
like,
fucking with. You know,
well, and the hubris. You know, it's like, okay, what'd you think? What did you not sign a waiver? Did you not read the waiver?
I think it would be impossible and arrogant to think that there isn't life out there.
Absolutely.
Outside of us.
Yep.
So yes.
Yep.
Ghosts. I don't believe in God. I'm a hardcore atheist. I don't believe in God. I don't believe in the devil.
But you just said you believe in the possibility of life beyond this planet.
So how's that the same?
See, the word God is very interesting.
I believe in biological shit.
So in a way, like, you have to kind of look at it, in my opinion, I guess. I kind of look at it like this. Like, the idea of God is the sense of a higher being, right?
Sure.
And anything that could possibly
even
fathom to travel here would probably be a god.
All right.
You think it's on God juice? No, I don't believe that.
Let me throw this out there.
A much older society of beings, right, could possibly be viewed as a god.
Now, would that God, his savior, be Jesus Christ? Planet Zach
I'm not talking about fairy tales, sir.
Well, but you're saying God, so
Well, that's the
our
thing.
definition of God.
Fair enough, but
so that, I'm saying my definition of God of the what we here on planet Earth. Like, no, I don't buy the program. I don't.
Amen. I mean, I definitely don't either. I mean, that's the thing is like we're talking about stories that have been told
but
for years and
you want
years
to say
and years
like
and years.
things that are possible.
I mean, no disrespect, by the way.
No, I mean neither.
I just it's a whole thing, like
if people want to believe in
So,
God.
Think about this. When you think about the time it would take for beings to travel from far away to here, lifetimes of our lifetimes. But then when you start thinking about what we were talking about just earlier, about this multiverse that is laid on top of
the anti-Rob.
And all of, think about all this shit that's going on. I guess the question is it could be happening, millions of light years away.
Well, supposedly in some theories, they're like this is happening right now,
right?
But on a different plane,
right?
And again, it's like
when you think about in relationship to extraterrestrial type shit or whatever, think about it's like, okay, well, the idea of traveling, millions of lifetimes away to go somewhere, that's one thing, but the whole concept of just slipping just right next door here, which is it's right here, but it's a universe away, but it's right here. And it's like that's where that overlap, that fucking, it's like that's some shit to think about as far as the aliens may not, or the aliens may not come from the sky. They may just
and then again, I just feel like too, like I mean, we have no fucking idea how giant the universe really is. I mean, we have an idea, but I mean, it's ever expanding, and actually, it's supposed to be fucking collapsing again.
Yes, it is.
So
great.
I mean,
now we gotta worry about that.
we gotta worry about that. Yeah.
I just hope when it does collapse and I come back as
it comes
a
back to
cat.
one little tiny dot of what energy. I mean, like,
Yeah.
It's really fucking hard to get your head around. I mean, I don't, but but yeah, other life, aliens, what supernatural, what ghosts?
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
That's your other one.
Yeah.
I love ghosts.
Craig, take a shot.
Yeah.
You look like you need
Give
one.
me the booze.
You don't love ghosts. You're afraid of ghosts.
I'm
That's-
afraid to go. Well, I'm not talking about the bat in my room, which is not a vodka bat.
Vodka bat.
It's not a Bacardi.
Too much Bacardi.
bottle.
Yeah.
Errol, or not Errol,
Thanks,
Greg and Kristen that are probably watching this. The bat in my room is real.
It's real.
There was only two. It might have been the same one. Yeah. Try. Vodka bat. It's not a vodka bat.
All right. So somebody
That's a
Errol
thing?
passed the
It's
bottle.
real.
Craig.
That's an actual-
We can
Yeah,
pass the
yeah.
bottle too.
I didn't know that was an actual thing.
It's not a freaking vodka bat, but there has been a bat in my room.
So is the mansion haunted or not?
Ice maker.
It's got some bad juju, dude. It does.
I
Go for it, man. Sorry.
don't ask me why I poop in the party toilet, but I do. It's the
Which
toilet.
is that the one on the fifth floor?
No,
sixth
the
floor?
first floor. Right when
The
you
one
walk
you
in the
barely
house.
fit in.
Oh, the when you walk in the front door, that's the
yes,
party
like,
toilet.
that's the
Why
party
would you
toilet.
shit in this toilet? Like,
It's a
toilet.
glorified
it's
closet.
it's getting late
Probably
in
used
the
to be a
evening,
closet.
so
Yeah.
I can at least say
it was a
that
closet.
I hotbox. I
Amen.
choose
Amen,
to
Candace.
hotbox
Amen.
that toilet, and so I hotbox the toilet. That's what I do. And but I hear a knock.
It's
I hear-
the fucking ice machine,
I hear
Craig.
it's not.
Making ice.
Rob
It's
knows
doing
about the
its
knock.
goddamn job.
One knock, it goes
All right.
like that.
All right.
And then when they were like, if you hear it 3 times, then that means you're gonna die.
Who said that? Who said that to you?
Somebody
Bullshit.
on Facebook said it. And they're like, well, don't hear it knock 3 times.
Everything comes in sets of 3. Craig.
Yeah,
And
like
you know,
exactly. Like
so,
yeah,
like
yeah.
I thought then I heard
Bloody
it.
Mary.
I heard the fucking 3 knocks, and then I just wiped my ass and ran up the stairs. I was
Did
like,
you wash your hands?
no.
Oh, gross.
Craig
man.
doesn't
I
wash
guess,
his hands.
I guess I didn't wash my
That's
hands.
the thing.
Well, I was scared.
Hand and butt.
So I
wash
ran
hands,
up
you
the
have to,
fucking
like-
stairs, and I was like, "Well, I'm not going
Gross.
down there anytime soon."
Well, I mean, don't blame
So,
you.
All right.
you know, the house,
So the mansion,
the house is haunted.
the mansion has a long history of all of it, and this goes back. I can verify. Steve Pratt, Jason Cavan, Dusty Privet,
Yep,
Corey Bourne
lived in all
lived
in my room,
live in the room and
that
all
I'm
of them
in.
have had like serious like not just like
Dude.
little bullshit, but like life changing
Physical.
like physical
Yeah.
like spooky fucking shit happened to them there.
Like holding them down.
A lot of that,
where
a
they
lot of
couldn't
that.
like sit up.
Windows getting fucking slammed, fucking
Electronics. Get my
getting fucked up.
my TV. My TV goes out all the time.
And you were talking about people too that like get fucked up or did get fucked up, whatever, blah blah blah. But like, I mean, like on their worst day, even like when they're telling you these stories, like you're like, fuck yeah, they're telling you the fucking truth, And I used to live in that fucking house. I mean, practically, and be there alone sometimes. And I think the fucking vibe from the fucking Tuckaway, being next door to it, being like where the medium there who lived there in the teens and the 20s, the story of the Tuckaway in the house
Next door,
Nope.
the house next door.
Oh shit.
Let's imagine nobody does.
I told you about this when we were in Think Tank.
Oh wow, man, this is a whole nother fucking episode, dude.
Drunk tank.
Dude,
The Tuckaway is like fucking like
Next
its
door.
own-
That's an interesting place.
dude. Like the Tuckaway is its own fucking.
So
like,
what's the backstory?
Reader's
Lord.
Digest? Reader's Digest.
Digest.
Digress.
Craig, will you pass me the bottle?
I digest.
Would be that during the turn of the century of the 1900s, the 20th century.
It was the first house built on
look up her name.
Pennsylvania.
What's her name? Real quick.
Nellie Meyer,
Nellie Meyer. She was a
palm reader.
medium, and she had that house there. You want to talk about people that have ever been to that house, dude? Albert Einstein slept on the sun porch.
Walt Disney.
Walt
The
Disney.
mansion?
Yeah.
Oh
No,
next
house
door.
next
Oh,
door.
next door.
Tuckaway.
Okay, okay.
And there's all those
I got you.
handprints. She would take handprints of
She would
the
take
people
palm
that-
prints of everybody
Yeah,
there.
it's
Look-
so fucking cool.
Dude, it's super cool. Like
We're gonna
so-
go solo shot real quick. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean Carol Lombard, who
Go ahead,
died,
Craig. Do your thing. Pass me the bottle too.
But like, I mean, the amount of people that were in and out of that
She was
place-
world renowned, and people would come and visit her.
Yeah,
when they
Amelia
would-
Earhart. I mean, like man, I wish you could have been around when the early days
The
of
Bastille parties.
yeah,
that they had.
with Ken, because we would all party and hang out there, dude, and like fucking.
And he passed away.
Dude, the place is a fucking museum, and it's actually a historical site. You cannot, the people whoever owns it cannot fuck with. I
Yeah.
don't think.
It was
well-
just so crazy going in there because it was like you were walking into a house from the 1930s.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Oh,
furnishings, the
beyond that, I'd say
pictures, the lights.
1915. I mean,
Yeah,
it was like
it's just
fucking,
like, God damn, man, this is
Yeah.
crazy.
I don't know what they're doing in there now.
man, the vibes from that place is supposed to be fucking haunted as fuck and a lot of spooky shit.
Well,
but like, I mean,
yeah.
again, I can't even overstate like the amount of famous people that came in and out of there in like probably 30 years, man. That place was where she,
James Wickham
Operated it.
Riley.
dude. I mean, palm prints and fucking of all these famous people, and like you go through. I mean, just actors and actresses and scientists and
The
politicians. and
funny thing is, Ken
of
would
who's
always
who
be
of the
like,
day, man. I mean, like,
Ken would always be like, I don't want anybody to go into the basement. The basement's the most haunted. And then we went into the basement. I'm like, this is the most pimped out basement that I've ever been in. Like,
so there's
I was like, there's nothing scary at all down here.
So if you go out on his little sun deck there that he has, and you look straight across to the Tuckaway, that's the sun porch. And like,
Yeah.
I mean, and again, Albert Einstein slept there. You know, used to
Yeah.
hang out there and sleep
Walt
there.
Disney, I have the picture of
Yeah.
the
Just fucking nutty shit, man.
the
Balls
four still drawings that he did for her. So
Oh, be loud.
and I have the DVD. There's a DVD about haunted Indiana, and the Tuckaway is one of them.
Damn.
and
Too soft.
and that's on that DVD.
So
Yeah. Look it up, man. Look up Ellie Meyer and the Tuckaway, man.
Nellie Meyer.
Nellie Meyer. Yes.
so I have a Craig haunted story.
Uh-oh.
But any juju from fucking in the Brenner's house, in my opinion, comes with a fucking Tuckaway. If there is juju.
And then it's linked to me.
I'll see if I can do there.
Turn me off.
Yeah.
You turned me off.
Turn me off, man.
Why'd you? Oh,
What the fuck was that?
God damn it! I told you not to do that.
What are you, like fucking 13? Ah, God damn.
Oh man, I'm 50 pounds overweight. Do you know what a jolt to the ticker will do to me with that?
Here you go, Craig.
Oh, we're
And
back
then
on.
You give me.
Is anyone even actually watching at this point?
Yeah,
No,
you've got 15 people watching.
Oh no shit.
Here you go. Craig, here you go, buddy.
What?
Fuck,
Ready?
you're all bored.
Don't smash it. Just catch it. There you go.
I don't know where. Oh, I see what.
Craig and I did stay in a haunted house one time in Mitchell, Indiana, called Whispers Estate.
Whispers Estates. It's in Mitchell, Indiana.
Yep. Yeah, we stayed
Where
there.
is Mitchell?
It is south of
south of-
Bloomington.
Yep.
Okay.
South of
It's
Bedford.
on 37, and
It was
we printed their T-shirts for a few years.
Yeah.
And
I
then
agree, Phil.
and then it was 1 year.
they gave us a big
That was like
Let-
Halloween era.
let the whole crew come down there and spend the night.
Yeah, and they placed an order, and we're like, well, all right, well, what if you let us stay? We'll print your shirts. Why don't you let us stay?
Because they don't
for
do
the
like
night.
poltergeist experts and shit like that. Like
Mm.
stay
And
there.
it
It
was-
wasn't like a hotel. I mean, it was like,
and
You had to-
you had to rent out a bedroom.
Yeah.
For paranormal people. It was just like, okay, you get Rachel's bedroom, or you get, so and so's bathroom or whatever, and you're just like kind of sitting around like, what the hell? But we had the whole house, and we had to sign a disclaimer, a waiver, whatever, and 10 of us went to Whispers Estates. Nothing friggin' happened.
yeah, dude.
Well, Ace
Yeah.
caught something.
Couple things happened.
But,
a couple
but
things
we had, but we
Overall, it's bullshit.
we smoked weed on the porch, and Errol went and got us like 20 double cheeseburgers.
In Mitchell, Indiana, the only restaurant that is open after fucking 6 p.m. is McDonald's.
Yeah,
right off the
yeah.
interstate.
I mean, it was
like,
you
so
know,
it's like
and
we were
there-
like, oh, we'll get a pizza later, and it's like,
and there's
pizza?
there's two people running it.
like, nope.
There's two people running it, and we're just like,
Yeah,
smoking on the
Emily and I went and
porch.
got like fucking 40 cheeseburgers. Like,
and
20 fries
and
and-
these people are just sitting in the entry like, what the frick are these guys doing? I mean, there's like 15 of us. We're just like raging on
bunch
the
of us.
porch.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was like, well, let's go to the portal to hell, which was the
extra
attic,
for that.
which
Yeah.
was the attic. I mean, the cool thing was
You
we
would think that
got
would be in the
rain. We got
basement.
full reign of the whole place. So that was
Yeah,
cool.
That was cool.
I
don't
so
hear
we
you
got
anymore,
to go to the
Greg.
basement, and my microphone is off.
I can hear you.
You can hear me.
I can't hear you.
I can't hear me.
Oh shit. Here, let me fuck
So
with-
Oh, there
frick,
it
what are you
Can
doing?
you hear yourself now?
No. There.
Did you unplug
There.
your headphones?
No.
You good? You good? You got it? Can you hear?
But ghosts, I don't know, man. There's probably something that's.
I believe in ghosts.
What do you believe in? It goes deeper then.
Well, if you believe in God, you believe in the devil.
I don't.
And well, I'm just quoting Glenn Danzig. So sorry. Sorry.
So this was like-
sorry.
So this was like 2 months ago. Yeah, fucking after punk rock night, Craig's like, "Hey, come over and porch hang, whatever." And actually, it wasn't even warm enough yet, so we stopped over there. Me and Ace already went over there, and I went over there. We're smoking bowls and bullshitting about music and this and that. And Craig is down there with us, partying. Okay, he's like, "I gotta go to the bathroom," but he wanted to go to the bathroom upstairs. So he goes up there, and he's missing. And it's getting late. And I hear him come back down and kind of look in the kitchen, and then turns around and disappears again. And I'm like, I don't know, he must be fucked up. Maybe he went and passed out. So I'm like, look, man, I gotta go. So I dropped Ace off at fucking who was there was fucking that Steven kid. Because I drove him home, and then you called me in a panic. Like, where are you? There are two guys in the kitchen. And I'm like,
true.
I'm like, now?
You couldn't handle two guys?
Listen.
No. Wait.
So I'm like,
got knives.
I thought maybe when we left the door standing open and some local hoodlums had come in.
some fucking crackheads fucking coming in. Like
So I'm coming back around to go back and see what the fuck's going on. He's like, yeah, they were just standing in the kitchen talking. There's a black guy and a white guy. And I'm like, Greg, that was me and Ace. We were just there like a half an hour ago. No, where'd you guys go? What's going on? He was completely
yes,
annihilated
moments. I guess that probably
Hey,
black.
go! Let's go!
That too.
Like, dude, did the one
That
guy
was us.
look like about my height, and the other guy look about like Ace's height?
The last one.
That was us.
Make it real quick about it, man. Was Emily? She worked at the Volrath. I don't know if you remember the Volrath.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, I played
Orange.
the ball a few times.
Yeah.
She's got a scary story.
So she, man, the owner was a fucking just gigantic piece of fucking shit.
He's a piece of work.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit. I don't give a fuck about even slandering him online or whatever. But I digress. She would get stuck there by herself in that neighborhood, fucking at that bar, like on a Tuesday night, and fucking that neighborhood. I don't know how it is now, but it was fucking
Sketchy.
rough. I mean, it was a rough neighborhood, and she's in there by herself, fucking, one person, and Emily can fucking take care of herself, as we all know, But anywho, so when she was working there, earning some extra hustling, making some extra bucks, I would go in there after I got off of work, or fucking like, you were for Nick Wood, and I mean, a bunch of you guys would fucking go in there and like just hang out with her, and she'd fucking hook you up with a free beer, and cool. Just to spend time with her company, have someone there that just
Right,
wasn't there
have
by
some
herself.
backup.
And so a few times I would go in there. There's one time I went in there and sat at the bar, fucking she got me a beer, fine, and I went to the bathroom. Well, the fucking hot water in the men's restroom in the sink was fucking wide open, and wide open, like. It was weird, turned it off, fucking pissed, come back out. I was like, hey, has anyone been in here since? And she was like, no one has been in here. I'm like, all right, well, the hot water was just like full blast in the men's room. Like, I turned it off, and okay, that's weird. Well, a few beers later, I have to go back. I can take a piss, go back in, back on again. Now, this is a true story.
Holy shit.
This is a true fucking story. And I fucking look in the mirror and I go, all right, fuck it. And it goes,
Talk to me.
Like the fucking, like the water pressure, like fucking went weird.
Yeah.
And I got fucking just creeped the fuck out. I mean, like I was just like, okay. And like turn it off, go back out. I'm like, yeah, so that happened. So, I mean, still hanging with that night, man. Down in that basement, it used to be a brothel. And there's actually rooms, like, still, like, to this day, like, it actually had old bed frames and shit in there. Like, the beds were numbered, like, number 9, 7, 8, whatever, of fucking, a brothel.
That's gnarly.
And to get the beer upstairs was a dumbwaiter from the cooler. So you had to go in the basement, where it was like a catacombs too, man. And like walk past all these fucking rooms that just horrible shit probably happened in, and you just felt kind of that energy. And then load up the fucking beer on the dumbwaiter and get it upstairs, whatnot, and just felt like something was just fucking on top of you. You run upstairs, and the final thing that happened with Emily quit was she closed one night, and I wasn't there, but they had old school like the Mel does, like fucking the coolers,
Right.
behind the bar, like
Right.
fucking slider door coolers, for package bottles and shit. And she closed up, and fucking the girl came in the next day to fucking open up, whatever. Fucking was like, called Emily and was just like, hey, did you for some reason fucking leave all the fucking
coolers
doors
open?
open
I
wide
remember
open?
this. I remember this.
And Emily was like, no, why the fuck would I do that? That's the dumbest, And the girl fucking quit then and there. She was like, fuck no, fuck this place. Like, fucking,
I
like,
remember that.
the alarm didn't get tripped or anything, man. And Emily set the alarm, and
I remember it.
You know,
was on the video, man. So that place was pretty fucking spooky. That was weird.
Melody Inn is definitely haunted. Oh, dude.
Well, the pool table might be with Dave.
I swear to God.
Rob
Halloween
sleeps on it more than we do.
2019.
Sleeps fine.
Halloween 2019. I'm at the Melody Inn for a punk rock night Halloween show. And I'm sitting there talking to Jim and Angie. And the next thing I know, boom, I'm at the mansion. And somebody's offering me a line of cocaine.
That happens. Oh, well.
And that's the last time I got blackout drunk.
Wasn't me.
Yeah.
I think it was you that did coke on the porch in the mansion.
It was Colonel Mustard in the library with the wrench. Fuck. You done?
Well, look at the time.
Look at the time.
It's not a bad time. It's not a bad time. Errol, dude, thank you so much for coming over and hanging out, man.
Pleasure.
Fuck
Absolutely.
yeah, dude. It's been dope. Dope as shit.
Yep.
DV, no outlet, you
yeah.
will die, liver mortis.
I do have one
represent.
question.
Yeah.
Actually, before we go, now that I think about it. So no outlet from Richmond.
Yeah.
Was it no outlet because you were from Richmond?
Well, yeah, kind of. I mean, there was, we were, when you're 14, 15 years old, man, it gets that deep,
Mhm.
about like, dude, we have like no outlet here.
Yeah.
We had a song called Box, because we felt we lived in our little neighborhood, and we called it Box.
yeah.
So living in a box, yeah, man, like we were definitely our reality definitely influenced our art in terms of where we grew up and whatnot.
I mean, that's how it goes. Yeah.
Yeah. So we thought we were pretty fucking clever. However, there's like fucking 1,500 other no outlets around the world.
Hey, my first band was called Vexed. So
and there's other Yule Dies. I mean, we're not by any stretch like.
But there definitely are no other Errol Katz. So
not that there is one in Texas. He's a dentist.
Katz is deli.
Yeah.
So we are ending this. We're shutting this down. We're gonna roll in,
man. I'm good.
All right. We just have 14 people fucking chiming in.
What?
What's everybody saying?
Well, you want to keep fucking just
they're wanting to know like your true story about the first time you did LSD because you never answered my question, Craig.
Okay,
I answered mine.
Mine was the same as Errol's. It was I could only do
you did
it
in high school. You dropped in high school.
You had to do it in high school.
I did like third period though.
Well, yeah, I would. My first period was accounting. I actually took accounting as a junior, and
Snowman.
So I took it. I took it first thing. You cut my mic off.
No, I didn't. It's your headphones, man. Your mic's strong. Yeah.
Oh,
there's no cutting.
I took it first period. First period was accounting. I started
get a beer rub.
I started to peak at lunch, and then thank God I had homeroom and computer, something computery. You should have just thrown it. But I would just stare at the floor because the floor looked like the mall.
Well, yeah, we all know what tripping does. I mean, everything's
so I just stare at the floor, and then I was like, "Oh, great! Well, at least I have lunch and homeroom." It was like, why did you have homeroom in seventh period?
Jim and I, we used to, so we got so used to tripping at school, and Jim and I live like maybe a block and 3 blocks from each other, 4 blocks. I mean, it was a very short walk
quarter mile.
to meet up. Yeah, to meet up with each other. And so we would call each other in the morning, and we scored the acid the night before, and we split it up, and we call each other in the morning and be like, all right, dude, like it's like 7 a.m. Apparently, when getting up at 7 a.m. was doable when you're a kid.
Yeah.
And fucking
I got up at 5.
Yeah, and like fucking like, okay, dude, 1, 2, 3, and we'd drop on the phone, and then we'd walk to meet halfway, and then we would walk to school. So we'd get to about lunch, and then we were just so out of our heads that we'd fucking and a couple other kids that we'd fucking hang out with, they're all about smoking fucking weed and shit like that, man. We'd fucking take a Stony cruise and fucking listen to Cypress Hill and fucking flip out for the rest of the day until we had to go home for dinner, and then be like, I don't feel good, and go home, go to bed.
I don't know how we pulled that off back in the day.
A lot of House of Pain, Cypress Hill, and punk rock. Well, that's what those guys were into. Jim and I were like, wanted to listen to Circle Jerks. That'd bum them out. Like, play Black Flag, and they're like, I don't want to hear Black. I want to hear Cypress Hill. Like, oh, it's fine, but Ministry or yeah.
Something.
All right, y'all. So, Errol, thank you so much for coming out tonight, man. It's been super fun. Fuck yeah, dude.
Man. Yeah,
cheers.
Actually, I had a lot of fun. Yeah.
I'm glad you.
Thanks. Yeah. I know. Yeah, but all of us have been choking and dying, and
thanks for bringing Craig here.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be fun without me drinking booze.
I think I've got Craig booked.
Yeah.
The 26th of July, right?
God, I got another one.
Oh yeah, it's your show, bro. We're gonna be picking on you the
no.
whole.
Well, I mean,
time.
and it's easy to see Rob is always just fucking. Rob's one of my fucking best, man. Love you very much, man.
I love him so much that every show I always end with a Rob statement. I always tell people if Robbo was here, he'd tell you to turn on your headlights.
Well, usually what I'll do is I want to see Rob. I'll show up around 2:30.
Nevertheless,
and Rob's finishing up, and I'll be like, Rob, and then we'll put on the Who, and we'll listen to the 5:15, and we'll listen to
Don't you love like the melody and like differential, like you get the Who with him, you get Too Short with fucking Susan.
Is that it? Yeah, I don't know.
And, I was thinking about.
But Rob and I sings the Who, man. Like he and I are just like fucking. We'll go bananas.
Same page on that.
And so I'll show up at 2:30 in the morning, and
dude,
shut the door, close it down, fucking smoking cigarettes, and then fucking melt and fucking continue and have fun.
I was thinking about another.
I'm gonna have a great conversation.
Errol Katz memory that I have, and it's recent. It was when that fucking IPD Danny Memorial Day.
When
and
Danny died,
and I was fucking all out of whack that day, and everybody was. It was
it was weird, man. Well, it sucked.
And I don't know what, somebody else came into work or whatever, and I just started drinking heavily, and I ended up going to your house.
You came over. Yeah, came over the house.
Continued, and it's like, dude, there's no fucking way I should have been out in public. I was just fucking blasted.
Yep, I remember that. Yeah.
I was in an angry mood.
That was
dude.
Weird day for everybody.
Yeah.
You know what, man? I swear to God, I just had a thought. So it's the 4 of us, and there's 11 people watching right now.
Weird. Why? What are you doing with your life? And then Phil Keller. Phil, Jesus Christ.
It's time to make a reassessment.
So I want to hear. I would love to hear. I would love to hear the story of the day that you decided to eat a brownie that was sitting on the bar when you showed up to work.
It wasn't a brownie. It was a cookie.
It was a cookie. Okay.
Was that Bill Levin cookie?
No, it was probably.
I got a story about a Bill Levin cookie, but
I had come into open
cookies,
and I was starving. I didn't have time to eat. I'm in there starting to get open up, take in deliveries, and somebody was in the night before, and they left 2 cookies, and I left them when I closed. I'm like, fuck, man, I just left them on a napkin sitting on the pool table. I got in and I'm fucking starving. I'm like, fuck it, man.
Hell yeah.
A cup of coffee and ate one of the cookies, and I'm like 20 minutes later, I'm like, I'm like, man, wonder where that cookie came from because I couldn't remember at that point. So I got
Yeah,
somebody left
dude.
it.
Yeah.
And this was back when I think Carla and Susan came.
Oh, dude, I miss
And-
Carla so much.
And I thought they had, sometimes they would make treats and bring whatever. I thought in my mind, there's probably nothing wrong with that cookie. I'm hungry. And so I woofed it down. And then it's like, oh shit. So then I started thinking, okay, whose cookie might that have been? So I start calling people and I called Susan. It's like, hey, did you guys drop some cookies by last night? Like, why the fuck would you eat a cookie that you found at the mouth? I didn't find
Good
it on
point,
the
man.
floor. I
Good
didn't find it.
point.
It wasn't on the floor. All right.
Dude.
It's not like, oh, cookie. Hey. No, it was on a napkin that I put it on. And I called everybody that I remember being there that night. And everybody's like, why in the fuck would you eat a cookie that you found?
so
And I
that
was trying to get somebody to come in and fucking work for me. Cause I'm like, dude, I don't want to work.
so so when PR and Graphics was still at Greg's house in the basement one time, Bill Levin, who of course, John, just came over, and he's my neighbor actually. He lives down the street from me.
Oh yeah.
Like a half a block away from me. I can hear his peacocks like going crazy.
So you have problems getting pizza delivered too?
No. I don't personally, but Bill came by one day at the shop at Brenner's house, and he had cookies, and it was like, oh, it's Uncle Bill, man, with cookies. Didn't think anything about it, and he's like, you guys want any? Here I'm giving this like half a dozen cookies. Like, sweet. I was like, and same with you, I was starving. I was like, fuck yeah, they were good cookies, and man, I ate like 3 of them.
Oh shit.
And like fucking and Jason looked at me, he's like, after I got done with like probably the last one, he was like, you fucking idiot. And I'm like, what? And he was like, where'd you get these cookies from? I was like, Bill. Man, fucking it was sure shit, man. An hour later, dude, I was glued to the fucking floor. I was like, I think I might die from being so high. And like, I actually went home that day. I was just like, I'm gonna go home and I gotta ride this out. And Jason's like, whatever, man. Yeah.
Dude,
hilarious.
hey,
shit.
Tarkus,
Accidental high.
he just chimed in. He said, love the show.
Nice. Yeah.
You gotta
Yeah,
come
yeah.
on.
We're
Bill's
talking
show
Bill's
does
treats are special, Phil. Yeah. And man, some sandwiches sound good. Well, Tark, I think we're getting off of here, so you can make yourself your special peanut butter mayonnaise bologna sandwich special
Ew.
with American cheese.
Don't want none of that foreign cheese.
That's right.
peanut butter.
Peanut butter, mayonnaise, bologna, and like the
Oh,
shitty craft
Lord.
cheese. Yeah.
That's
sandwich.
That's Richmond right there.
Right here in Richmond.
And
that is some Richmond.
Yeah,
shit.
right here at Reedman is what you mean. Yeah.
I cannot not think of Tom Raper RVs.
Yeah.
The
The most famous
Richmond.
exit in Indiana, man, is
Tom
Wants to
Raper.
change his name.
149A, man. That's it. Literally, like, you get off that exit, and Tom Raper's gone now. It's whatever it is now, camper, fucking whatever.
Can't
or-
say
Drive
Raper
to the big
anymore.
savings.
Well, no, just he died, and
He died.
yeah, he's fucking whatever.
Dude, those commercials run.
Well, there's still a Raper
Oh yeah,
family.
he was a pillar of the community, let's say. But
He was like Don Marsh.
not even fucking 5 minutes down the road off that exit. Yeah, my brother actually still has his business down the road there, and then I lived. We grew up like, yeah, not too far from there, man, for a long time. But Claire's Pizza King, man, that was the shit.
I will not play a show in Richmond currently unless it's a house show.
East Street Pub's okay, depending on what band you play with. Oh, you played there?
I don't know. All I know is like every time I play a venue in Richmond, it's not great.
Fair enough,
But
dude.
every
I mean,
time
I
I
don't
play
know.
a house
I
show in Richmond, it's like dope.
They've been good,
Fuck yeah.
really.
Oh fuck yeah.
Well, you have Earlham too, which is, I don't know what any influence Earlham College has on punk bands. Like back when I was still in high school, like we did WECI is a radio station there, 91.5, and it's the local college radio station. And to this day, like they have like, local shows, either college students and or members
That's
of
cool.
Richmond, like you're gonna put on shows,
Yeah.
like doing like jazz or classical music or classic rock and back in the day we had a show called Nightclub, and it was punk rock and hardcore, and man, we were on the radio all the fucking time, and
It's fucking cool as hell.
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
spinning records. I mean, literally spinning records, and like it was cool. And it still is a community radio station. So Earlham College is like this weird fucking like thing that's like Richmond doesn't want to accept, but like it should, because it's actually one of the coolest things about Richmond. Is like one of the, like, it's a really top notch, like,
Is it in
college.
Is it in Indiana?
dude, it's middle of Richmond, like right on 40. Like I mean, like it
What
couldn't be
college
any
is
more.
it?
Earlham.
Oh,
And it's
I've heard that
it's
name, but I had no idea
super
where it was.
small liberal arts college. But man, like to get a C in Earlham is like getting an A in like other fucking like, you know, colleges. I mean, they what they do studying what they do is like really fucking top tier shit. But it's a Quaker college, but they don't really like, that isn't really kind of part of their program anymore necessarily. So, but anyway, yeah, even the first, you know, show I ever played was they had a little community center called the Taza Cafe. It was a little coffee shop that maybe could hold like 150 people, 200 people at its best. You know, it was the first show we ever played, and it was like, you know, we brought Richmond High School, and they fucking flipped the fuck out. But
Your brother is saying Black Flag.
Black Flag, yeah. So
Black
okay, Nice
Say it
start.
one more time to wrap the
Black Flag.
Black Flag.
So okay.
Black Flag.
So speaking of tripping, so my brother and I would be on acid and with Jimbo and other friends sometimes, and we'd be at his house, and we'd call WECI, the local radio station, and it'd be like hippie night. It'd be like, you know, playing Country Joe and the Fish and fucking, you know, Grateful Dead and shit, which actually I like the Dead, but whatever. And so we call up the DJ and be like, hey man, what's up? And be like, hey, what's going on? All right, thanks for calling. You know, yeah, I'll play a record for you. What do you want to hear? If I got it. And be like, Black Flag. And he'd be like, I don't have any Black Flag, man. I'm sorry. Like, you know, and be like, okay, well, cool, whatever. And then we call him back again. Be like, hey man, what's going on? Yeah, cool. Right on. Nice show. Cool. Hey man, so what do you want to hear? Like, Black Flag. and we would. And it got ridiculous to the point where we were like, Black Flag. We just call it, we just be like, Black Flag, Black Flag, Black Flag. Well, the thing is, though, so WCI has a library of records, and we knew they had one Black Flag record. They had Loose Nut by Black Flag. So they did have Black Flag there. He could play Black Flag even if he didn't have it. And, you know, but we would torture him, and he ended up taking like the phone off the hook and shit, you know, like and yeah,
you guys probably telling that story to somebody.
Yeah, I mean,
telling it right now.
And we've tried calling WCI and do that recently, and just because we're assholes, and they don't
have a request
they
line
don't have a request line
Hey,
anymore,
Craig,
so.
here, man. You look like you need a shot, buddy.
No, he doesn't.
He's not driving.
Yeah,
This motherfucker.
He's not driving.
Yeah, he is gonna be walking, and he's too heavy to pick up.
Shit. There you go.
You've never tried to pick me up, damn it.
But yeah, like,
dude.
we're like, hey man, what's going on? Hey man, thanks for tuning in. Cool, man. What you want to hear? Well, you know, I like what you're playing. Like CCR is cool and shit, man. Fucking fuck, man. Yeah, Country Joe and the Fish, man.
Yeah, but please.
You got any Black Flag? We just hang up on him. We just hang up on him.
Oh, dude. I got an idea.
And he was like,
guys,
you guys keep calling. He's on the radio. He was like, you guys keep calling, fucking playing. Want to hear fucking Black fucking Flag? I'm not gonna fucking play it for you, you fucking dicks. And it was fucking like on the radio.
Do you remember? You remember Charles Bronson?
Well, yeah, of course.
When
great fucking band.
The opening CD, you know, is them calling a record store, and they're like, hey, do you have any Charles Bronson? And they were like, what? They just hung up.
Are y'all ready?
Like
We're
that,
about to do
man.
this shit. On the count of 3, Black Flag. 1, 2, 3.
Black Flag.
There you go, Tuck.
Yeah, save that.
Save that, yeah.
It's done.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait.
It sounded like we just threw up on the internet.
Just whenever you want to like piss someone, like you're ordering a pizza at a place you hate, like just Black Flag.
Man, that's frightening.
You like that, Turk? Yeah.
Oh yeah! Your brother is the only one watching this shit.
Oh
Is
no,
it?
there's more people than normal, but whatever. So, all right.
Oh, now there's cold air coming through.
Finally.
So the word of the day is Black Flag. It's like Pee Wee's Playhouse, man. Fucking word of the day.
What's the word of the
Come up on
day?
the screen.
That's
fantastic.
That's crazy.
I love it.
That doesn't even sound like we said Black Flag.
That's so fucking good.
Okay, it is good.
That's hilarious. Because why you just scream Black Flag at somebody for no reason?
Well, I used to yell it at really hot women and be like, "Go back to Mexico."
Well, yeah, I mean that was always funny. Yeah,
And be like, "Why would they tell me that?
yeah,
I'm a really hot
I'm a pretty
woman."
lady. Yeah.
Man, we've gone off the rails.
We have gone off the rails, man,
Perfect.
for sure. All right. What time?
It's just damn bellows. Oh Lord,
You'll do it.
and it's warm.
Oh,
Look-
yeah.
look
Of course
at
it
it.
is. We're in Indiana.
Look at it. Look at the bottle.
Feast your eyes.
So we'll just go full frame.
You know,
Feast
right
upon
here.
this.
Watch me drink it.
God, nobody wants to see
Mm.
that.
Fucking Rob. Nobody wants to see that.
Oh God,
Rob, take a shot.
it's bad. It's
No.
bad.
John, thanks for having me on,
Dude,
man. Pleasure.
Errol, I
And-
fucking love you, man.
And shit's gonna be happening over
Hey,
this fall. So
I didn't want to get all emo on you, but
promote
dude,
it and fucking.
can I tell you
sell
something,
some shit.
bro?
What's up?
When I started playing music, I started playing piano too.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Literally, like we all sat here and we got to hear about your life in music, and it's literally almost identical to mine.
Nice, man. Cool.
Yeah. Start on piano is a whole fucking
And it
thing.
just being surrounded by it. It's your life every day.
Hell yeah.
I mean, there's not music not
But
involved.
but
in
you
your life.
definitely had me at the rage and the fucking speed and the fucking that's what I'm all about, man. That's like my whole fucking energy as a musician.
Word,
So,
man. Well, man, I'm glad. Thank you, man. Again,
Hell yeah.
appreciate it.
I
Yep.
appreciate
So,
you.
Cheers, man.
Yeah, look forward to meeting your brother at some point.
Darkest.
Careful what you wish for.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
He's a
Fair
little
enough.
darkest, can be a little cantankerous.
I forgot to switch the cameras back. There you go. Where'd Rob? Rob is already
Rob is
halfway
He's
out the
standing
door.
up.
Craig, it's been real. It's been fun.
Saturday punk rock night.
Oh yeah. Well, Friday, right? Friday.
Friday
Town
punk
Square.
rock night, retrograde apparel,
Mhm.
covert flops,
Yeah.
missing fingers,
Prozacs.
Prozacs, and there's another one I can't remember.
It's at Long Shots in Fountain Square.
Yeah, I've never been there yet.
Is that a new venue?
I'm
Long
not sure.
Shots?
I've never been to Long Shots. I can't say. But everything starts at 5. The music starts
5.
at 7. It's gonna be a great time. Saturday night at the
Done-
Melody Inn.
Done to get ready for PRN because there is a punk rock night show, I think, Friday night. Is there, Rob?
Yeah, it's at Long Shots. It's
No,
punk
one
rock-
afterwards.
No.
that
Is there?
Friday?
Is there an after show?
That's why I thought that it ended at 10, is because Hillbilly Happy Hours over at 10. And then the
Hmm.
after show,
Not sure, but I know
starts.
Saturday night there's also punk rock night.
yes.
And they've got Republicans.
Yeah, I'm
and
good.
stuff.
Tart. Thanks.
And Mulva.
So yeah,
I'm stoked to
Yeah,
see Mulva.
it's been real fun, man. It's
Cheers, man.
pleasure
Thanks again,
sitting
John.
down and shooting
Yep.
the shit and drinking
absolutely.
and fucking
We'll do it again,
hell yeah.
and hopefully I'll have actually something to sell.
Yeah.
so I can
Whenever
fucking-
whenever you get ready to release the stuff.
That's the plan, man.
Let's see here. Your brother
That's the
said
plan.
Slayer.
Slayer. That is my brother. Yes, that is his. Yep.
I mean, yeah, I mean,
Thanks, Tarkus. I had a great time. Rob, you have anything to say?
No.
no. Come to the mill and give me money on
Yeah,
Saturday.
Help me.
All right, hang on.
Pay my
We're hanging tight.
mortgage and
Pizza.
nowhere Fortville.
You got it? You got it? You got it?
Oh, we got.
He doesn't live in
I'm gonna close this
Fortville. He
down
lives
unless
in
you got something for us.
He lives in Martinsville.
I don't.
Well, you just shushed me, so I was trying to change your location.
Okay, so today's what? Today's the
Fifth.
Drink a fifth so you can be. What's
What
the
are you
meme?
doing, Rob?
Pass me the bottle.
I'm
I'll
looking to
take
see
one more
what's-
shot before we
what's
shut this
Friday,
down.
Friday.
We're trying to get off of here.
All right. No. You
No,
asked me
we're
if,
not getting off of here.
we're-
No, we're gonna be here all night.
We lost the camera and
Buy your toys. You see your movies. No, there's not a punk rock show at the Mel on Friday.
Okay.
Are you sure that
It's
market
at
thing
Long
isn't on
Shots in Fountain
Saturday?
Square. It's the punk rock
I thought
market.
there was an after show after Long Shots at the
Thank you.
Mel.
There is Pork and
Thank you.
Beans Brass Band.
Well,
and
yeah, there's-
Pork and beans, brass
at the
band.
Burn to burn to burn. We're gonna play for 3.5 hours. And we're gonna. I love your repeat. Your fucking repeat impression.
Fucking
It
goddamn,
just
you've heard it
kills-
once, man.
It
Fucking, you've
kills
heard
me
it.
every time.
They're
you do
wonderful
that.
fucking people, man. I fucking love them to death. Goddamn, they gave me
But
so much
only-
money and helped me pay my
But only
fucking
4
mortgage.
songs. You can only make it
Fuck.
through 4 songs.
Man, there are still
Fort Wayne Zoo, Fort Wayne Zoo got kids.
Mama's making biscuits.
Poking out a baby going to the.
All right.
I can't. That just kills me every time.
All right, y'all. We are the unheard. We are the overlooked. We are chopped liver.
You think you're weird? I think you're dumb. You fucking had that too.